show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where today the Baltimore Orioles begin their 2025 season, as they'll be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays at the Rogers Center in Toronto, Canada. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back. The winter is over. Spring has passed, at least in terms of baseball terminology. We are ready for 6 months of summer. How's that sound? It is the 2025 season, folks. It is the 71st season in the history of the Baltimore Orioles franchise since they moved over from St. Louis when they were once the Browns. And this also marks the 42nd season that we've been trying to get back to being a pennant winner. 42 years since we've made it to a World Series when we beat the Phillies in 1983. That's what we're looking for to do this season. We've made the playoffs the past 2 years. If we do it again this year, it'll be the first time and only time other than back in the 1969, 70, and 71 years, which were the 3 best years this team ever had in terms of regular season record, and we just had such a great team. Wow, look at this. People are already hopping in the chat. Super chat is coming in, and it's a really generous one. Thank you so much, Pocket Watch. There's so much to go over. That's why I wanted to start this stream a little bit earlier than I normally would for the average game. There's some news to go over. The roster is finalized, and But Pocket Watch, let me get right to you there, buddy. Getting the season started right, go O's. I hope we get it started right today. It's a tough matchup, folks. We've got a tough matchup pitching-wise in terms of history between Zach Eflin for the Orioles and Jose Berrios for the Blue Jays. Berrios has actually been very, very good against us in his career, and Eflin not so hot against Toronto. In fact, Eflin faced the Blue Jays on opening day last season. He was the opening day starter for Tampa, and that did not go so well. I think he gave up about 6 runs in about 5 innings and change, and his career ERA against the Blue Jays is just under 9. He's not had much success. But, hey, that's history, right? And you never know. Wow, another super chat coming in. Folks, you're going to make this...
Message for you, son.
Thank you so much, guys.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
I'm seeing so many names of regulars from the first season of the channel, and it's getting me all pumped up. Ryan Lust, really appreciate you, BW. Let's go. I appreciate you back. Folks, this is a community. I am simply your navigator. You know, I'm driving the vehicle here. Okay, you guys are passengers, but we're all going on this trip together. Okay, Oriole fans for life. Look at this. We got Magic members coming in. Look at that. Chilo's been a Magic member for 6 months going. That is fantastic.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Folks, now's the time to become a Magic member. The season has begun. If you look at the bottom where you can type in, you see a little $sign, what do you call it, emoji or whatever, a little graphic. There's some options in there. Look, you don't have to, but there are ways to support the channel. And with a Magic membership, you get a little bit of a perk, you know. You get a nice little binocular logo next to your name. Lets everybody know that you're a true bird watcher. You get some special emojis, custom emojis for Oriole-related stuff. Like, what do we have in there? I can't remember. Again, I can't get too deep in the weeds with this sort of stuff yet. We've got a lot of time to go over that stuff. Let me make sure I do my job and tell you some of the news heading into this first game today. First of all, there were a couple of position battles that were left to be decided. One being the final arm in the bullpen, where we had a couple of right-handers to choose from. And then the other question was who was going to be that final infielder that's basically going to be on the bench until Gunnar Henderson comes back. Now, yesterday we had reporting from Oriole beat writers, both Rock Kubatko and Jake Rill, who are physically at the Rogers Center in Toronto. They were in the Orioles clubhouse, and they saw that Brian Baker had a locker, while Matt Bowman, the other right-handed reliever, did not. And Livan Soto had a locker, while Jorge Mateo, who is the other option for that infield spot, did not. So the conventional wisdom was telling us that Livan Soto and Brian Baker had made the team for those last two spots. Well, guess what? Today, that news has changed. It's only half right. Brian Baker is indeed on the team. He has made the roster, but Livan Soto has not. Jorge Mateo has really surprised everybody in terms of his comeback. It's only been about 10 days where it seemed like he was just starting to get involved into game action in the spring, and just maybe a week before that, like just starting some drills. It really didn't seem like he would be ready until maybe like mid-April, and then we heard signs that he might be ready for opening day, but then it looked like maybe they're not going to try to push it. They sent him, or they kept him down in Sarasota to take batting practice or live hit live pitching or what have you. But he's made the team. Jorge Mateo will be on the bench today, and it's great because you'd love to have that speed. You'd love to have that experience. And Jackson Holliday is going to be asked to play shortstop. I do believe he's in the lineup today at short. Let me make sure that's right. Yes, he is. But I got a feeling, even though we're facing 4 straight right-handers in this series, you're probably going to see Mateo get a spot start in there somewhere, maybe in place of Ramon Arias for one of these games, and that way Holliday can move to his, not necessarily his natural position. I understand he was groomed as a shortstop coming up as a kid, and we converted him to second base, but I do feel like in the 1 year since that conversion has taken place, second base is where he should be and where we can trust him a little bit more. But we're going to give him a shot at shortstop today, and hopefully he's going to provide us some pretty good defense. Otherwise, Heston Kjerstad does not make the lineup today, as I thought, and it's not really going out on a limb. Sed Mullins is going to play in center field, and I think he deserves to, even though I feel like this lineup is stronger with Kjerstad in it, and I think Colton Cowser can handle center field. I think Mullins can provide a nice weapon off the bench later in the game to replace Kjerstad as a pinch runner if Kjerstad gets on, or just as a straight defensive replacement for Heston, in games where we got a slim lead and we want to, try to tighten up on defense. But either way you look at it, folks, everything's set. This is our team. And let's go ahead and look at the lineups and the pitching matchup. Well, let's do the pitching matchup first because that's pretty quick. Zach Eflin is on the mound for the Orioles, and Jose Berrios for the Blue Jays. I'm trying to find that statistic that sort of laid out the history here. Actually, I've got it over here. Take a look. It's not pretty, folks. The history that is sort of against us in this matchup today. We're going to have to try and, outdo our track record. So Zach Eflin, in his 9 games against the Blue Jays, has a 5.72 ERA. So that near 9 ERA I told you, that's not his total ERA. That's his ERA at the Rogers Center. He's allowed 14 earned runs in 14 and a third innings. So that's just a smidge under a 9 ERA. Meanwhile, Jose Berrios has 11 decisions against us in 16 starts, and he is 10-1 with a 2.95 ERA and a whip of just a $1.08. Those are very, very good numbers. And, that's a pretty big discrepancy. We're going to have to figure out a way past that. I'm going to go ahead and go with the fact that Zach Eflin, since he's been an Oriole, he's made 9 starts, and he's got an ERA of 2.60. Let's go with that. That sounds better. All right? So a couple of right-handers on the mound. Berrios for the Blue Jays. He's one of those very consistent pitchers that's not easy to find in the modern age. He's made 30 or more starts now for 4 or 5 straight seasons. Very dependable, solid pitcher. But actually, if you look at last year's final statistics between Zach Eflin and Berrios, very, very similar. Their ERA was just .01 different between each other. Their strikeouts per 9 was just .1 different. And their whip was very, very close. It's as close as you can get to being exactly the same without being exactly the same. So anyway, I'm so excited, folks. I'm so excited, and I want to be able to touch base with everybody that's already in the chat before we get to first pitch, because once we get going, you know how I am. I'm going to be locked in and figuring out how soon it'll be before I yell at an umpire and what have you. I do want to also mention Gunnar Henderson. There seems to be some kind of a... Oh, so it is the 10-day. Well, that's the reason then. Okay, so Gunnar Henderson's not going to be ready, or eligible, I should say, until the 3rd of April. I think that's correct, and that would be the final game against the Red Sox, the 6th game of the season. That would be the 7th game of the season, the final game against Boston, which is on a Thursday, a week from today. That's when we should expect Gunnar back. All right, so the lineups look like this. All right, you guys ready? Are you guys ready to hear the opening day lineup? I hope you are. I know I am. All right, Charm City chat. I hope you guys remember how we do things here. We got traditions. We got things we got to do. For the Baltimore Orioles, the visiting team, Colton Cowser will lead off and play left field. Adley Rutschman will catch and bat second. Jordan Westberg is in the 3 hole. He's hitting third. You know how I love Westberg. Look at him hitting third on opening day. He's playing second base. Ryan O'Hearn is the cleanup hitter in DH. Tyler O'Neill, making his Oriole debut, is in right field batting 5th. He has homered in 5 consecutive opening days. It's a crazy weird record. So if he homers today, that would really be something special. Ryan Mountcastle then hits right behind O'Neill in the 6th spot at first base. Ced Mullins will bat 7th and play center field. Ramon Arias is at third base, hitting 8th. And finally, Jackson Holliday will bat 9th and play shortstop. For the Blue Jays, a very right-handed heavy lineup, which is why I feel like I'm very happy the way Cade Povich slots in as the 5th starter, because delayed top of the first. First of all, wait a minute. There's no first pitch yet. My scoreboard just flipped to like the game started, but it definitely has not started, right? Well, if it's doing that, I'll get back to the lineup for the Blue Jays in a second. I want to make sure I got the game up and running now, because it should be 7 minutes after the hour for first pitch. That's what I remember seeing, but now that the scoreboard is starting to make noise, I want to make sure I've got this game up. Now I'm worried, because now I'm going over here. What's going on with this? Oh, boy. Hey, by the way, we have to wait all the way till Game 2 of the season in order to get an Apple TV game. Yay. Your boy's not all happy about that. Well, this is not good. I'm going to have to get my backup channel ready. Hold on a sec. I am working with this second laptop to use to get my games up on the screen, and it is so close to dying. It is so close to kicking the bucket. But for now, we're here. Oh, I won't even be able to get the Masson coverage. Only the Ontario channel, apparently, over here. Now, if I have to rely on this channel, it's probably going to be behind, guys. So if you're watching along with me, then you might have to pause your game and allow me to catch up. Of course, I expect a lot of new people to find this channel for the first time today. That was sort of how things went in the first season. So I want to be able to make sure everything is nice for that nice first impression you want to make. So I do want to get the game with as little lag time as possible, but I have to have this up as a backup, and at least this stream is up and running already. This one's already playing, so I got it up and running in case I need to. In a couple of minutes, I'll check back in. The Blue Jays lineup is this. Bo Bichette will lead off and play shortstop. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will play first base and bat second. Anthony Santander, Tony Taters, on a division rival team, hitting third and playing left field. Tony, we miss you, buddy. But, it's the nature of the beast. You're now on the enemy team. So we want you to succeed, just not against us. Okay, buddy? Andres Jimenez is the cleanup hitter? Really? This is your cleanup hitter, Andres Jimenez, second baseman brought over via trade from the Guardians in the offseason. Got a good glove. Didn't know he was a bat that deserved hitting cleanup, but hey, I'll take it. Alejandro Kirk, maybe he had a very hot spring. Alejandro Kirk is the catcher. He hits fifth. George Springer, veteran center fielder, will bat sixth. Will Wagner is the DH, hitting seventh. Ernie Clement plays third and hits eighth. And finally, Alan Roden, who I've never heard of, is in right field batting ninth. We've got another super chat coming in, folks. Can you tell it's opening day?
Message for you, son.
I mean, it feels like Christmas to me.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Garrett Family Aquatics, I remember you from last season. Buddy, how are you doing? Glad to see you're streaming. Ain't the beer cold in Baltimore, hon? I hope so. I hope you guys are cracking a natty bow open or something. I mean, nobody should be working. That much is for sure. It's opening day, folks. This is the biggest holiday of the season. This is my religion. All right? And I hope the baseball gods will be kind to the Orioles this season. Please, baseball gods, let's try to keep our players free of injury. Let's try to keep our players confident. Let's have our players show some swagger. Let's play with intelligence. Let's execute the fundamentals. And when it comes time for October, let's not have that monkey on our back. Let's go out there and win. Folks, I got one thing I'm going to give you a prediction or whatever you want to call it. This is how I feel about it. The Orioles are going to make the playoffs again for the third straight season. There, I said it. Now here's the rub. The Orioles are going to do one of two things in the postseason. They're either going to repeat the same awful script that we've seen the previous two seasons, or if they just win one playoff game, we're going to win the pennant. We are going to win the pennant. We win that first playoff game. I don't know what the series is. I don't know what round or whatever, if we get a bye or not. But whatever it is, we get that monkey off our back. We get one frickin' win, and then it's on. Like whatever that monkey is, it's gone. We start kicking ass. That's my prediction. All right. So let's just get there, and then let's finally win a game in October. Okay. All right. Gosh, I really want to get to you guys in the chat, but damn, this game's about to start. I should have gone on even earlier, I guess. I'm going to go back to my original source for the game because I feel like it's a little quicker. But if it's not working now, we're going to have to go with the backup plan. And right now, it's not up. I don't get it. Of all the times for this to not work for me, opening day? Really? That's kind of gross. All right, let me try this one. This is the non-HD. No, nothing. All right, folks. For now, we are going to stick with the backup channel. And I'm just going to cross my fingers. We're not so far behind. Hey, do you mind, folks, if we do a lag check just to see how much time difference there is between when you hear my voice and when I get some feedback from you guys? I'll say a number. Just type it into the chat. You don't all have to do it, but as long as a few of you do, we'll get an idea. The number today is 7. Jackson Holliday's number, because I'm predicting Holliday to really blow up this season. Type in a 7 for me, and hopefully, boom, there it is. Okay, that's good. That's nice and healthy. Thank you so much. So that part is good. The only thing we got to worry about now is the game that I'm watching is on a backup channel that I'm concerned might be a little bit laggier, a little farther behind. So if that is the case, folks, just like last season, if you are watching along, you should have the ability, if you're watching on like a satellite package or something, to just pause a live game. Just pause it. Pick a moment that makes sense, like right when an out is made. The first out of the ball game, for example, whether somebody strikes out or somebody catches a fly ball or somebody grounds out at first. As soon as that out is recorded, pause your game. Allow me to then, hearing my voice, catch up and make the call of that out, and then unpause your game right then and there. Now you're synced up for the remainder of the 2.5 hours or so of the day. And, yeah, we've got a ceremony out here in the field, so it looks like it's going to be several more minutes until first pitch. So no rush. And then again, maybe that has something to do why this game isn't yet streaming on the normal channel. Maybe they're just not interested in covering the opening ceremony here. But the Blue Jays are being awarded, Santander, I guess, is getting a Silver Slugger bat. Well, I mean, that is as an Oriole, right? So congrats to Santander. It looks like a couple of gold gloves. I believe Dalton Varsho is one of the recipients, though Varsho is currently on the disabled list for the Blue Jays, probably their most significant injured player. They got some relief pitchers who are out, but the most significant, like, everyday player Blue Jays have, Dalton Varsho, not currently available. So he's got a gold glove in the outfield. They got to play. They're playing Santander in left, Springer in center, and this Rodin guy. And I don't know anything about Rodin, but I mean George Springer's got to be like 35, 36 years old at this point. Playing center field, and we know how Tony is. I mean, if Tony can get to the ball, he'll make the catch, but his range isn't all that great. So if we can start hitting that gap between left field and center field, I'm telling you that's where we should be. That's where we should be aiming for. All right. Since they're doing this ceremony thing, let me go all the way back to the top and say hello to Eric, Thomas Fitzpatrick, Calvin Barnes, Mazzo, sorry, I already forgot how to do it. I think it's Mazzo. Douglas, welcome back. He's in the park from West Virginia. Robert says hello. B. Ravens was hoping Kjerstad would start today against a righty. I hope he starts 2 of the 4, B. Ravens. And the thing is, since Mateo has made this team, we have to make a really tough decision once Gunnar Henderson comes back, because the only person we can really send down is Kjerstad. Everybody else, you know, that you would realistically replace for the returning Henderson would have to be DFA'd, you know, like a Ramon Arias or a Ramon Laureano. And I just don't see how we're going to do something like that. So I got a feeling Heston Kjerstad's kind of in trouble. It's going to be difficult for him with just maybe 6 games. How much time is he going to have to prove something? He's not in the lineup today, so he's going to have limited chances to prove something. And then in those limited chances, he has to really show something for the Orioles to do anything different than demote him once Gunnar comes back. I really don't see who else can, it's just it's not the preferred person you want to send down, but it's the one that you can do without, losing them from your team. So it just seems like it's going to work out that way. Who else we got here? Pocket Watch is back for another season. Good to see you, Pocket. Fortopia, Kurt Blake, Rob, one of our reliable mods. Ryan is here. El Duderino is a Magic member. I hope you enjoy those binoculars.
Nice binoculars. Nice binoculars.
We got Kerry Graham back in his house. Evans here. Chilo is back, showing off some of those custom emojis. We got a milkman. We got some Old Bay seasoning in there. Splash Zone, Popeye. That's for Tyler O'Neill. Chualore, hello. Baxter, the chaplain. Bill Holland is back. Hey, BW, everything looks great, including me. Thank you, Bill. You look good, too. In fact, it looks like you got a new avatar there. Is that you? It's tiny, so I can barely make you out, but the hat looks nice. You know how I feel about hats. In fact, folks, with this being opening day and with a full off season to be rested up, guess who wants to be here for the entire game today? I'll give you one guess. Speaking of hats. Who's ready for some baseball? Who is ready for the 2025 Baltimore Orioles season? It's time to write another story, another chapter, a very long 162-page chapter, hopefully with about a 15 to 20-page epilogue called the postseason. Who else we got here? JetBlue A321 Gamer came back from school. Yes, folks, just cut school, get out of work. Come on, folks, it's opening day. Let your boss or teacher or whoever the hell know that, look, this is important. All right? We have 40 here, 5 minutes before first pitch. 40 what, Pocket Watch? I'm not sure what that... Over 40. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Oh, you mean 40 people here? Holy cow, we got over 100 people here right now. Would you look at that, folks? We are back. Holy cow. Hello to everybody.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Welcome back. The O's are your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old team that you don't laugh about them, but you love them. You love these guys, right? Wow, this ceremony is going on forever. Holy cow. Robert, Uzi. Who else? Mick Albazoo. How you doing? Hey, folks, if you haven't hit that like button already, now's the time to do it. We're waiting for this game to start, and we've got over 100 people here, and less than half of those have hit the like button. So odds are, if you're hearing my voice right now, you haven't hit the like button. Please do. It's just a moment of your time. It really helps the channel out. And this is a big day. This is a big, big day. We're probably going to get a lot of new eyes on the channel, an opportunity to, bring in some new bird watchers to the community. So hopefully everybody in the Charm City chat is going to be nice and warm and friendly and charming like we can be, representing Baltimore proudly. Let's welcome in some new people, okay? And if you are new, you found a great place. I can promise you that. Give it a chance, okay? I'm not perfect. I screw up. Sometimes I get a little annoyed that people point out when I screw up. But yeah, I'm a decent chap. I've got like about 12 to 15 haters, but compared to 2,400 subscribers, that's not a bad ratio. All right. Have I caught up with everybody? Oh, Elwood is here. JM, Kelma. Man, so many people. Oh, Ms. Janet is back. Ms. Janet Hill, folks. One of our mods. Michael as well. Respect the hat. That's right. Oh, there's the hat love. Thank you so much, folks. All right. I think we're about caught up at the chat. And, yeah. When is this game going to start? I'm going to go back one more time and look at the other stream and see if it's up yet. That must be why. They must have factored in this ceremony and said, we're not going to make it available until they're done with it. That's my theory. Would you look at that? Now it looks like it's available again. Although they're showing Yankees. This must be MLB Network then. They're showing an entirely different game. Well, I'll keep both of these up and compare and see which one is running faster once the game gets underway, and we'll go with whatever the best one is. How's that sound? All right. I did think about going to the barber today and getting all nice and fresh and have a nice clean cut appearance, for the big day. And again, probably some new folks out there. I want to look nice and fresh, but I flaked out. I didn't even trim the beard, nothing. I'm just going with it. I think I'm going to, get cleaned up for the home opener, okay? Let's just get through this Toronto series. It almost feels weird to have opening day not in the States. In fact, this is actually the first time I was sort of surprised to find this out. This is the first time the Orioles have faced the Blue Jays on opening day in Toronto, and only the second time we faced the Blue Jays on opening day, period. The last time it happened, and only other time, I think, was 2017 when the Orioles opened at home against Toronto. So I find that to be extremely strange that a division opponent over all these years, and this is only the second opening day and only the first time in Toronto. So a little bit of a history thing, right?
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
I'm watching Anthony Santander being introduced, running out of a smoke-filled tunnel. They've got that dry ice or whatever, like you see in those 80s rock videos. Yeah, the other channel right now is showing the Brewers game. I guess because this one is delayed. But I'll check back in. So the Blue Jays are being introduced. It looks like I would assume this game's going to start in about 8 to 10 minutes because they got to finish this up and then get out on the field, warm up pitches, and all that happy stuff. Morgan Freelance is back. Look who's back. Morgan's back. Look who's back. Look who's back. Look who's back. Hey, we've got somebody with a similar avatar. Hey, Rob, you've got some competition, my friend. A fellow by the name of Mark 109s. How you doing? Mark, you're going to throw me off with that avatar, man. It looks a lot like Rob's. It is different. It is slightly different. But my vision stinks. We're going to have to figure that out. George is back. You look refreshed after Game 5 of the series. How you doing, George? Spurger, how are you? Man, so many people here. Lovely, lovely stuff. Right, well, I went from wondering if I could fit all this in to now wondering when the hell is this game going to start? Maybe I can enjoy Lucky before we get going here. I don't know. I've got my coffee ready to go. I did not get any sleep that I wanted to. I was hoping to maybe sleep. Oh, they're doing a nice little tribute to Ricky Henderson right now. Ricky, of course, played for the Blue Jays for a while. Man, Ricky was such a great player. When he passed away last season, that was one of the tougher ones for me, especially as a non-Oriole player. It's probably one of the tougher ones because I just really admired the way Ricky played the game. I mean, there was nobody else like him. There really wasn't. Yes, Janet, I did go over the lineup, but for you, Janet, yeah, I can go over it again. You know me. You know what I'm all about.
I'm just a love machine, and I don't work for nobody but you.
Once again, folks, super quick, your lineups today. Colton Cowser leads off, plays left field. Adley Rutschman bats second and catches. Jordan Westberg plays second base and hits third. Ryan O'Hearn is the DH and cleanup hitter. Tyler O'Neill will bat fifth and play right field. Ryan Mountcastle hits sixth and is at first base. Ced Mullins plays center and bats seventh. Ramon Arias plays third and hits eighth. And Jackson Holliday bats ninth and is at shortstop. For the Blue Jays, Bo Bichette leads off, plays short. Vlad Jr. will be the first baseman hitting second. Anthony Santander is the left fielder batting third. Andres Jimenez will be the cleanup hitter and play second base. Alejandro Kirk, the catcher, batting fifth. George Springer in center field batting sixth. Will Wagner, the DH, in the seventh spot. Ernie Clement will bat eighth and play third base. And Alan Roden is in right field. I must have bit my tongue. Oh, by the way, I chipped like half a tooth in the upper back tooth area. It's like chipped in half. I don't know why. I don't have like severe nerve pain or something. Clearly, I gotta do something with the dentist. But I'm one of these people that's like, well, if it doesn't hurt, then I can wait. But I do just I gotta be totally honest. I grind my teeth at night. Anybody here grind their teeth? I grind my teeth when I sleep at night, mainly because of stress. I'm a high stress guy. I'm never not, even when I'm asleep, I'm stressed out. So, and it's been that way since like a preteen. I've been a teeth grinder. And the thing is, for me, I don't know if anybody out there has a teeth grinding issue, but those guards they want you to wear, I can't. Who can sleep with this like thing in your mouth? I by the way, don't take that line out of context. Nobody make a snippet of me saying who can sleep with that thing in your mouth Nobody's going to do that, right? No, nobody's going to clip that and make it its own out of context thing and hurt my feelings. And okay, just making sure. All right. Janet already clipped it. Your daughter, get a mouth guard. No, but you see, I did. I tried once. I even didn't do the cheap route with like a one size fits all. Like I got a mold made. I tried. I can't do it. You want to sit there and just like there's things in my mouth. I can't do it. I don't know how people do. I don't know how people do it. So I'm screwed. My teeth are just going to be grinded. My teeth are like, I hate smiling, for one, because I'm a smoker, but two, like, the grinding is so much that my teeth are like half the size of a normal person. I don't know. Why am I talking about this? She has a thin one now. The old ones were terrible. Yeah, maybe there've been strides made since I tried it, but I don't know. It's hard enough for me to fall asleep as it is. Now I've got something in my mouth. Great, I just did it again. Wow, they got that Canadian flag stretched out across the entire field and some red lights glowing around the upper decks of the stadium. It's a really spectacular sight here on opening day. They've got the roof closed. And that's one thing I am very pleased with as far as the schedule goes. The last thing I wanted was to have a rain problem on opening day. No worries up here in Toronto. Opening day, yes. How do you talk so well being a smoker? I don't know. How does Tom Waits sing so well smoking and drinking for 60, 70 straight years? Actually, a lot of people with really good broadcast voices smoke. And it actually gives their voice a little bit of, I don't know, a little panache. I don't know. I'm not saying that as to advise people, hey, you want to call baseball games, pick up a pack of cigarettes. Yeah, Tom Waits sings well, Spurger. Do you have a 45-year career as a music artist that's like a household name? You might not be a fan, but I think his resume would say he does okay. Or how about Leonard Cohen? For an example? There's a guy that'll smoke a carton a day. What do you want me to tell you? I got 100 examples. I just went with Tom Waits. All right, look at me getting defensive. Oh, yeah, all right. Michael's saying Mountie hits the first home run. All right, folks, let's do it. Let's do a thing. Since we are a home run dependent offense, according to some, let's play Guess Who Hits the First Home Run of the 2025 season. Go right ahead. Get it into the chat. Rob says O'Neill. Mountie and O'Neill, I feel like, are going to be popular picks. With Berrios on the mound. First of all, no guarantee we even hit one today. No guarantee. And, in fact, I don't want to make that the focus of the game. Like, if we can win this game without a home run, I'll be just fine with that. We got one for Adley, one for Westy. One for Not Gunner. O'Hearn. Okay. Now, see, everybody's getting their name archived here, so whenever it happens, we can go back and see who was right or who's pretending like they were right. All right, who is BW picking? I mean, I'd love to pick Holiday because nobody else. Oh, we got one Jackson. All right, anybody got Cowser? Anybody got the Milkman? All right, I'll go Colton Cowser. How about that? All right, George and Chawa, I see you just snuck in. You just snuck in, though. It was already coming out of my mouth, so we can share it. It's all good. All right, it looks like we've gone to commercial break, and I would expect whenever this commercial break is over, they'll come back. We'll see the Toronto players on the field. We'll see Berrios taking warm-up pitches on the mound. And this game that was said to start 7 minutes after the hour will start about a half hour later than that. Why did they lie? Why did they? I could have tried to get some extra rest, although I couldn't sleep. I tried to lay down, laid there tossing and turning, thinking about opening day. It reminds me when I was a kid, like the night before, whenever I had a chance to go to like King's Dominion down in Virginia or go to like Wild World. Did you guys ever go to Wild World? Because that's not still around, is it? But anytime, or maybe the night before, we'd head out to like Ocean City or something. I could never sleep. I was always so overly excited about what was going to happen the next day that I just couldn't sleep as a kid. And here I am, a grown-ass man, and when it comes to opening day, I have the same problem. I'm too excited. There's too much. My blood's just pumping. I don't think I would. Yeah, well, I just feel like no one's mentioned Wild World. Like, I've got friends who still live back there, but I feel like nobody's mentioned that place in like 20 years. So it makes me think like it's not around anymore. Are there any newer theme parks like in the, tri-state area? Maryland, Virginia, maybe southern Pennsylvania. Something like that. Oh, yeah, but there's Busch Gardens. Oh, back in the day, I remember riding, what was that, the Big Bad Wolf or whatever? That was such an amazing roller coaster for the times, the way it just curled its way around through, like, this old school, like, German town and whatever it was. Like, oh, that was an awesome ride. I love theme parks. It's just the stupid lines. God, I hate the lines. That's why it's important to, do something like mushrooms or LSD when you go out for those things. It helps you pass the time and the lines. You'll find ways to entertain yourself while in line. The Anaconda, I think I heard that they closed that ride down recently. That was the first one that like went underwater, sort of. I think the Grizzly's probably my favorite. I love the wooden tracks. I love the creaky. I love the fact that you're surrounded by trees. I love the fact that as a kid, you'd go up to the Grizzly like entrance and you couldn't even see the roller coaster. It was just like a wooden like walkway that stretched, like weaved its way through the woods in there, and then you just sort of came upon this. The front of the ride, you get in there, next thing you know, you're just whipping your way over through the woods. Yeah, I love the Grizzly. That was probably my favorite one in King's Dominion. Even though it's not. What was the one where you stand straight up? Was that the Shockwave? I remember when that one came in. A lot of people liked that one. Of course, the Rebel Yell. That's the classic. When they would run that backwards, I did that a couple of times. I didn't really think going on it backwards provided any extra excitement, to be honest. Just a little bit of a gimmick, I guess. Glen Echo Park, yeah. Is Glen Echo Park still around or no? Six Flags, Magic Mountain. I've never been to a Six Flags. There's several of them scattered all over the states, right? I've never been to one. They replaced the Big Bad Wolf. That's too bad. That ride was so unique and interesting. It seems like if they just, did like an upgrade or like the concept is great. Gwen Oak closed in 1974. That's before I was born. The old wood roller coasters would mess you up. I went on one called Hercules in Dorney Park and thought it broke my legs. Yeah, and the thing is, like, any of those rides where the bar is just like this skinny little bar, and like you're hitting like a a hill that's like going up and like you feel like you're just going to fall out of the damn thing, right? Like the more modern ones, like they're all like hydraulically like locking you in or whatever. But the old school ones, man, you got to have some cojones. And that's where the thrill is for me. I mean, come on. What's the point of riding this thing if I don't have at least a 0.01% chance of dying? Remember the time warp at King's Dominion? Is that what? Or no, the time shaft. The time shaft. Remember the one of those classic just spin you around until the centrifugal force just sticks you to the wall, and then they lower the floor, and you're just pinned against the wall, spinning around like you're in a blender or whatever. Man, the one thing about that time shaft, you would get into line and you had to weave your way through this like synthetic cave that was just decades of people's gum all over the walls. And like, you're like shuffling your way through there and like it was just impossible to not come into contact with used chewed gum on the walls. It was disgusting. Of course I put some gum on there myself. I felt obligated, but that's besides the point. Still gross. I'm sorry. Am I going off topic? Hello, Dingleberry. Good morning. It's 2:36 a.m. here, and I'm wondering when the hell we're going to get underway. I mean, the team is still not on the field. The Blue Jays, that is. I'm going to have a lucky. I mean, shit. Oops. Hey, no cursing in the Charm City chat. Except for our earmuff 8th inning, which is back again for another season, folks. That's right. If you're unaware, this channel, if you're in the chat, we try not to curse. If it slips out once or twice, it's okay because it's natural. Sometimes things happen. But if our mods delete your post because of language, don't take it personally or anything. And, it's just if you repeatedly do it, then we'll have to time you out. And, nobody wants to do all that, right? So, but sometimes me being human as well, I let a word slip out here or there. But we have the earmuff 8th inning, which is designed for games where everything's going wrong. We have a legitimate reason to complain about what's happening with our team or a certain player or maybe a decision Brandon Hyde's made, whatever the case may be. The earmuff 8th is an inning in which everyone is allowed to just let it all hang out. As long as there's no hate speech and you're not personally attacking other people in the chat or something stupid like that, keep it to the ball game. But yeah, let off some steam. I want that to be available to people because, it's sports and we're grown-ups, okay? But I'm trying to walk that balance between keeping a nice, civil, and charming chat while also recognizing that we're human and sometimes we got to let off some steam. And yeah, Ms. Janet Hill, she'll keep you in check, so don't worry. All right. Jose Berrios is finally taking his warm-up pitches. Let me go over this first channel one more time and see where they're at. Are they still showing the Brewers game? What are they doing? Opening day, folks. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Today's game is being brought to you by Dickens Cider. Folks, if you like good hard apple cider, and there's nothing better than the Dickens brand. The Dickens family has been making hard apple cider now for generations. So if it's quality you're after, Reach for Dickens Cider. Sponsoring today's game. All right, so I'm going to have to stick with this one for now. Here we go, folks. First pitch of the ball game and of the season is a fastball outside to Colton Cowser for ball one. Folks, we are underway. Baseball's back. And let me see if that scoreboard, let me get that scoreboard working. Swing and a miss by Cowser on a pitch low. Count even up at 1-1. All right, so now I got to do some maintenance here and get the scoreboard up while holding a cigarette. How do I do all this? 1-1 pitch is swung on a miss. Nice pitch just off the outside corner at the knees. Ball and 2 strikes. All right. The 1-2 pitch coming to Cowser now is outside, 2-2. The Orioles are wearing their black jersey tops with the gray pants. And it does look like I'm behind on the scoreboard here. Pitch is low, and the count runs full? No, it's 2-2. No, it is a full count. Sorry. They're a little slow on the scoreboard. Payoff pitch coming to Cowser. Berrios kicks and deals, and it's a swing and a miss. Looked like that slurve on the outside of the plate, probably 3 inches off, and Cowser waved at it. And there's your first out of the season. Cowser goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Adley Rutschman.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
And let's see if, it looks like we're a couple of pitches behind here, as that's ball one outside. Rutschman had a very, very good spring. We saw everything we needed to see out of him to give us the confidence that that second half slump last season is in the past, literally and figuratively. He takes just off the plate. It's 2-0. And folks, if this scoreboard we're looking at on the screen right now does give away too much, we're just going to hang out on the other screen. Again, I'm on my backup channel today for whatever reason. The main channel is not being kind to me. I'll give it another look here between innings, but here's a 2-0 pitch. Fouled back by Rutschman. And the count 2-1. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Two and one the count on Rutschman, batting from the left side against the righty Berrios. Pitch. Swung on, and Adley gets into one. High in the air, deep to right field. That ball is gonna go! Bye! Bye, Birdie! Adley Rutschman, there's your first homer of the season. It's batter number 2. Rutschman might be in store for a career season, and the Orioles have taken the first lead of the game and of the season. Welcome back, folks. Back like we never left. Folks, splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
1-0 Baltimore, top of the first. Jordan Westburg has a 1-0 count. Next pitch is called a strike at the bottom of the zone. Westburg.
West is that way.
Has, I think, proven last year that this is the part of the order where he belongs. And he lines one to the opposite field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Look at Jordan Westburg. Opposite field hitting yet again. Keep the line moving, folks. Turn on the faucet. What's this about past history of success against the Orioles for Berrios? What is this? Yeah. They call it history for a reason. We're in the present. 1-0 Baltimore, 1 out and a runner at first base. And here's Ryan O'Hearn. Time to turn and burn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
First pitch. It catches the bottom of the zone for a called strike. And yeah, should I be hanging out over here, guys? Is too much getting spoiled? Is too much getting spoiled? I feel like it is. Next pitch is lined right to the shortstop Bichette, and he fires over to first to pick off Westburg off the bag for a double play. Well, that did not work.
Big buck. Stop it all.
Unfortunate event there. The inning will end, but the Orioles do score a run on an Adley Rutschman solo shot. And folks, we got Westburg going opposite field, and that ball just hit by O'Hearn. Yeah, it turned into a double play, but it was a pretty good line drive off the bat. Just went right to the shortstop, which is why Bichette had, that time to quickly throw over and get Westburg. So a hard hit ball. It's very promising. It's a promising start for the offense with at least 3 well hit balls off of Berrios in that inning, including a home run. So I'm happy. We got a lead, folks. It's 1-0. All right. Are we having spoiler problems already? Yeah. So again, folks, if you're new to the channel, here's how it works. First of all, today, it's unfortunate because it's opening day and you want everything to be working nice and smooth, but I've got a backup channel for my games in case the primary channel has any problems, and for whatever reason today, opening day, I'm actually going to go back in again and try my primary channel, because that does run a little faster, and that way the spoiling isn't as... Okay, the game is actually up on this channel now. Okay, we should be in better shape going forward, I think. Give me a chance. As long as this game... Yeah. Zach Eflin is on the mound. And now I got... Well, this one's still in commercial. First pitch from Eflin is in there for a strike, and that pitch was low. Wow. Okay. One pitch in for Eflin, and he gets a generous call. 0-1 is swung on and missed on an off-speed pitch on the outside corner at 79 miles an hour. All right, well, the other stream is up, but it's in a commercial. 0-2 the count on Bo Bichette here in the bottom of the first, leading it off for the Blue Jays. He's looking to bounce back from a pretty terrible season last year where he hit just .225. He fouls this pitch away, still 0-2. I don't think we had as many spoilers as first thought. When Adley came up, the folks who picked Adley for the first home run. Oh, okay. So it was just more about like, were people just typing in Adley and then taking it as a spoiler? Yeah, I can see how that, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Again, folks, sometimes things get misinterpreted. Let's just all, as long as we explain what's going on, then let's... This ball's lined into right field and caught about knee-high by Tyler O'Neill out there. Bo Bichette lines out to right. And Tyler O'Neill makes his first play on defense for us. We'll see him take his first at-bat in the next half inning. That'll bring up Vlad Guerrero Jr., who is in the final year of his I say contract. I mean, he's about to enter free agency. He's in the final year of team control, I guess is the better way to put it. And it's a big deal for the Blue Jays on whether or not they're going to be able to retain him or if he's going to hit free agency. And boy, if he does hit free agency, then one of those teams out there that's already super strong is going to pay a lot of money and get even stronger with this guy. Eflin's gotten ahead of Guerrero 0-2. And the next pitch is low and outside. A ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first. 1-0 Orioles. Here on opening day. Anthony Santander is on deck. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And Eflin strikes out the tough Vlad Guerrero.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Look at that breaking ball. That ball was dancing into the catcher's mitt. Guerrero down on strikes. Thank you, Ms. Janet. We got over 130 people here. That's fantastic. First pitch inside to Anthony Santander. There he is, folks. Next pitch is a called strike from Eflin. 1-1 the count on Tony Taters. 2 down, nobody on. Next pitch is taken inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1. Oh, come on, Blue. Where? Oh, he did call it a strike? Okay, 2-2 the count. I did not see him motion for the strike call, but scoreboard reads 2-2. And the pitch popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Third baseman Arias will take charge, make the catch, and folks, Zach Eflin has a pretty clean 1-2-3 inning here, retiring Bichette, Guerrero, and Santander. We go to the second inning. It's 1-0 Baltimore. How you doing? Hey, folks, back like I never left, right? I mean, we can check down at the local nightclub, see what's going on, you know, like we used to do.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Ooh, ha. All right. 24 more outs to the perfect game. Check, check. 1-2, 1-2. How we doing? By the way, you know, what do you think of the new digs, guys? If this is your first time on the channel since last season, unfortunately for night games, the lighting is such where my green screen is showing way too much shadow here. It doesn't look as bad when I'm over here. I blend in a little nicer, but yeah, I'm not too happy about this, especially up in this corner here. This doesn't look good. But I can't make the light any brighter, or else I'll burn my retinas out. So just deal with it, all right? Yeah, be all right. All right, folks. I think Tyler O'Neill is going to be the first one up. Here he comes to the plate. Tyler O'Neill.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Mr. Biceps. Would you look at that tiny little kid in the crowd? That is so cute. All right, here we go. Top of the second. First pitch to O'Neill is low for ball 1. O'Neill had a nice spring. And last year for the Red Sox, he hit 31 homers and did a lot of his damage against left-handed pitching, which is one of the reasons we signed him. We're built pretty well as is with right-handers, a lot of lefty bats. But O'Neill can really smash the lefties. Next pitch is a check swing, and the first base umpire says no swing. We got a 3-0 count here on Tyler O'Neill leading off the top of the second. Take another pitch, Tyler. Get yourself an easy walk. Get the leadoff man on. We got bats aplenty in this lineup. Pitch is taken top of the zone, called a strike. All right, folks. Tyler O'Neill, if you're not aware, has hit a home run on opening day for 5 straight years. If he does it again today, that will be a record nearly as impressive as the number of home runs caught in Cionel Perez's hat last season. Count runs full now on O'Neill. All right. By the way, yeah, the background. So, yeah, wherever we're playing, I'll be sitting like I'm in the stadium no matter where it is. Camden Yards or on the road. Here's a payoff pitch. Low, ball 4, take your base. I am liking what I'm seeing from the offense early in this one.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
It is a leadoff walk for Tyler O'Neill. And remember, folks, he may not hit as many home runs as Anthony Santander, but he's had a higher on-base percentage. I think this team has got plenty of home runs in it. I'll take a guy with a higher on-base percentage. Here's Ryan Mountcastle, folks. And that first pitch is a tough one. If it did hit the bottom outside corner, it did by a stitch. That's a tough first strike on Mountie.
Okay, mount up.
Runner at first, nobody out. 0-1 pitch. That one's lined and a base hit to left field, and that one's going to smack up against the wall. Tyler O'Neill will hit third base with ease. Ryan Mountcastle pulls up at second with a double, and that hot bat continues to smoke, folks.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Man, did he turn on that pitch. Did he absolutely turn on that pitch? And for whatever reason, the left fielder playing way over in left center. I mean, wide open spaces where he hit that baseball. Ced Mullins is up here with a big time chance to drive in at least a run. Second and third, nobody out.
Well said, now you know what to do.
First pitch to Ced is a breaking ball and a beauty. Curling over the outside edge for a called strike. Runner, the corner infielders, first and third, are playing in. Middle infielders playing back. Here's a ground ball and a leaping grab by the first baseman. He doesn't know what to do. A run is going to come in to score. And is Mullins safe at first as well? I think he is, folks. Ced Mullins with an infield RBI hit, make it 2-0. This is easy.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. You believe in magic.
Nice piece of running by Tyler O'Neill, who was scampering and bouncing around trying to read that play, and he was able to come home, and Mullins racing down the line, able to beat out the infield hit. Still nobody out with runners at first and third, and now it's Ramon Oriole.
I have a brother.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, that's definitely behind. All right, we're going to stay on this channel right here. I'm going to close that other one. First pitch to Arias, and there goes the runner down to second, and they nailed him. Ced Mullins is caught trying to steal second base. My goodness. This seems all too familiar based on what we saw in spring training. A lot of base running, but the success rate wasn't too good. Mullins, in his career, usually very tough to nab, but it took a perfect throw. It really was a nice throw down by the catcher and a slap on the butt by the glove of the fielder there to get the out. Runner at third now with only one out, so we can still get that run in. And there's a line drive by Berrios, but foul. The count is 1-1. All right, so losing that out on the bases stinks because we were in line for a big inning. But as long as we can get this third run in, then I feel like we can still feel pretty pleased. And Jose Berrios is definitely on the ropes here. I mean, first time through the order. Just about everybody's either gotten a hit or hit the ball hard. Here's the 1-1 in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Ramon Urias, folks. You know what that means. We want to drive in that run over there. It's 90 feet away. 1 out. The 2-1 pitch, taken outside and in the dirt, a check swing. And the appeal to first says no swing. So it's a 3-1 count now for Arias. Hitters count. A perfect opportunity to just make solid contact. As long as you can get it past this drawn-in infield, you're good to go. The infield is in. But that only increases the percentages of a base hit. The 3-1 pitch to Ramon. Berrios from the belt, the pitch. Swung on and popped up. Is it deep enough? No, it's barely going to get past the infield dirt. And that is a wasted out. Yikes. We had first and third, nobody out. And now it's a runner at third with 2 out. That stinks. Now we need to get that run in with a hit. It's going to be Jackson Holliday to try to do it, folks. If anybody can. Jackson Holliday had a really nice-looking spring. Stealing bases, hitting for average. And here he is with no real reason to feel any pressure like he did last season. I really think Holliday is going to take a huge leap. First pitch to him is taken for a called strike. 2-0 Orioles here in the top of the second. Berrios' next pitch popped up and out of play, foul. So Holliday in a spot that was pretty common for him last season in an 0-2 count. All right, folks. Berrios is on 32 pitches. Here comes number 33 on an 0-2 count to Holliday. That one's tapped foul. Still 0-2. Jack it, Jackson. You know what? Even though it's 0-2, I don't care. I'm sure my neighbor enjoys the bugle. By the way, I had a chat with my neighbor this afternoon. I let him know the deal. I think we've made peace. 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Knee high on the inside corner. And Holliday goes down looking. The Orioles get another run. They've scored in each of the first 2 innings, but hopefully when this game is over, we're not going to look back and go, damn it, we should have scored more. Because We certainly had the opportunity to. First and third, nobody out after the first run came in. Runner stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Baltimore. All right. How are you? Hey, folks, we're going to smash 100 likes, right? We got 160 people in here right now with 82 likes. Folks, guess what? I don't have any sponsors. Yeah, there's some YouTube ads that come in, but I set them to where you can click out of them after 5 seconds at worst. You know, so this channel really is only going to grow with your support, and it doesn't have to be, you know, with the cash, okay? You can help out the channel and help it grow by hitting the like button. That's it. You just tap that button. And if you have not subscribed already, what are you waiting for? We're up to 2,360 subscribers. The goal is to get to 5,000 by the end of the season. Obviously, we left off last year around 2,350. So it's basically trying to just double, you know, just repeat last year plus maybe an extra 10%, and we can get to 5,000. But it is opening day. I know there's a lot of new people out there. And it would be great to just get the sub count up and just make a giant push on opening day. And then you can sit back for the rest of the season. You turn on the notification bell. You get alerted every time the Orioles are going on the air. Or you can turn it off if you don't want to be disturbed. You have that option. But please hit that like. We're about to hit 100 likes. That's a nice milestone. And subscribe if you haven't done so. Folks, we're now in the bottom of the second inning, and the first pitch from Eflin to Andres Jimenez is low for ball one. We'll hang out over here for a minute. I don't care if we're spoiled a little bit. There's a called strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. It seems like we're only 1 pitch behind. Okay, make it 2 pitches. We're 2 pitches behind the scoreboard. But I want to give you guys a little bit of eye candy. Here's a swing and a miss. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Again, Jimenez, a guardian for his career until he was traded to the Blue Jays in the offseason. 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball in the dirt. Count even up at 2-2. Anthony Santander in the Blue Jay dugout looking at a tablet. Maybe taking a look at Eflin's pitches. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Off to the left. Count remains even at 2-2. What is that Rob posted in the Discord? Here's a pop-up to left field. Moving only a foot or two to his right is Colton Cowser. He makes the catch for an easy first out. Here in the second. Eflin has faced 4 batters, and he's retired them. That'll bring up Alejandro Kirk. Yeah, what is this, Rob? New doubles Selly. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's like somebody in mid-swing doing something. What is it? What's going on in there? Alejandro Kirk takes low for ball 1. This guy's got a physique that makes me think, you know what? I could have been a big leaguer. 1-0 is tapped softly toward third base. Scooped up by Arias. He throws on the run, and it's going to take a tag by Mountcastle. But Mountie, as he so often does, able to rescue an inaccurate throw and still get the out. And, of course, it helps with the portly Alejandro Kirk rumbling down the line there. We had time to make that play. So 2 down here in the second. And here's the veteran George Springer. He goes after the first pitch and fouls it away. That's just the 23rd pitch for Eflin with 2 out here in the second. He has gotten off to a near perfect start. He can't really do much better. This one's fouled away, and now it's 0-2 on Springer. It's Mountie doing a celly on the bases after his double. What's a celly? I don't know what a celly is. I'm an idiot. Is that something that the kids do? 0-2 pitch is low on a curveball. Oh, celebration. I'm stupid. A celly. Oh, and what? Oh, so he's got a new celebration for a double, and I need to see what it looks like. Okay, so the count even up at 2-2 on George Springer. I'll look at it between innings. See what. I think I remember him having a reaction after the hit, but I need to take a closer look. Here's another foul ball. Still 2-2 on Springer. We are in the bottom of the second inning, 2-0 Baltimore. One run in the first on an Adley Rutschman solo shot. The other one in the second inning. Swing and a miss. And Springer strikes out. 2 innings, 6 batters, all retired. Zach Eflin. Who says you're not an ace?
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Ace Schmace. You're not going to ever get anywhere without Corbin Burns. You're going to be in a battle for 4th place. You lost Burns. You didn't even try. You didn't even go out and get another guy like Burns, even though none of them existed in free agency. And nobody else traded for one except maybe Crochet. That was about it. Whatever. I don't know. Sorry. I just, the eternal pessimists that call themselves Oriole fans on social media. Man, oh, shnikes. I feel bad for them. Will they ever be happy? Will they ever enjoy the sport? I don't know. Did they ever enjoy the sport? I don't know. Nice pantsuit, lady. All right. It's true, Robert. It's true. Except probably the Dodgers at this point. Can you imagine being a Dodgers fan and complaining about something? I guess you can be like, well, why isn't Ohtani pitching more or something? I don't know. Like, there's really not a whole lot. Yeah, that whole situation with Corbin Burns not starting on opening day and not being able to until game 5 simply because for some reason he can't pitch on 1 extra day's rest, which is all that would have been required. If the season started yesterday, he would have been on his normal routine. But he's like, well, guess he'll get me game 5. Colton Cowser, folks, he takes a called strike. We're in the top of the 3rd. Get those cows up in the chat. Come on, folks. You know how we do. 0-1 from Berrios inside. Cowser has to bend out of the way of that one. Cowser probably going to hit leadoff until Gunnar gets back. At least against right-handers, which we know will be the case for the first 4 games of the season. 1-1 pitch is upstairs and outside a little bit. 2 balls, 1 strike. After you won the Super Bowl, you're still complaining, Spurger? After the Super Bowl? Here's a pitch low. Count even up at 2-2. No, sorry. 3-1 the count. That's even better. 3-1 is better than 2-2. Sometimes it's good to be wrong. Pitch. That is called a strike. Cowser took it and was heading toward first. The pitch was low. It had the plate, but was certainly an inch or 2 below the zone. And Cowser having a discussion with the ump. Kind of hard to figure out what it was about. The camera's jumping all over the place, looking at the pitcher, looking at the Blue Jay dugout. What's the... Okay, here we go. Payoff pitch coming. The Cowser now. And that's outside, and that is ball 4. Another leadoff walk. Second straight inning for the Orioles with a leadoff walk. Working a full count, making Berrios throw pitches. This is the kind of plate approach I've been waiting to see since the first half of last season, folks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
That'll bring up Adley. I've already got a home run this season, Rutschman.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Adley's back, folks. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. That was... Pitch had some movement on it, but it wound up pretty much right down the middle of the plate. The 0-1 is upstairs, and Kirk popped up out of the crouch to think about a snap throw to first, but the ball fell out of his hand. It's 1-1 on Adley Rutschman. Packed house here at the Rogers Center on opening day. And now here's a soft throw to first. That can't be Berrios' best move. He just sort of lightly stepped off and lobbed it over there. I don't think Cowser is going to buy that as being your real move, Berrios, but here's a 1-1 pitch, and Adley takes a cut and a miss. That one had a lot of the plate, too. Orioles have gotten off to a great start, both offensively and on the mound. The only issue being stranding runners in that second inning. Here comes the 1-2 to Rutschman. And that ball is lined opposite field and down for a base hit. Holy Toledo, Adley's batting 1,000. He's back. He's so back. Keep the line moving, folks. The Orioles are interested in scoring runs in every inning that they play. One in the first, one in the second. Here we are in the third inning, 2 men on and nobody out. And the heart of the order coming up. Of course, with this lineup, especially once Gunnar gets back, the whole damn order is the heart of the order, in my humble view. Here comes Jordan Westberg. Folks!
West is that way.
Westberg has a base hit already. He's got 2 men on and nobody out. First pitch to him is taken on the inside edge for a called strike. Tough pitch, and probably better that Westberg just took it. Berrios checks second base. Here comes the next pitch, a swing and a miss. That was a fastball on the outer part of the plate. 0-2 the count on Westberg. First and second, nobody out. Next offering from Berrios is ump. That is low. That is so low, dude. Westberg gets called looking strike 3 on a bad call.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
All right, well, we'll take it back over here then. Sorry about that. Sorry about the the delay. Sucks. I hope tomorrow's better. I hope my primary channel is working. I don't know what the hell happened today. First pitch to Ryan O'Hearn is a breaking ball on the outside edge for a called strike. O'Hearn lined into a double play his first time up.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Do I like Bob Dylan? That's an interesting question. Give me a chance to think about it, and I'll get back to you.
This one's popped up, foul ground, third base side. Clement is there and makes the catch. 2 down. And this is starting to become a little frustrating. We get the first 2 men on, and now with 2 down, they have yet to advance. Tyler O'Neill coming up.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
All right. Mr. O'Neill drew a walk his first time up. And he takes a bad swing on a slurve low and away. That's Berrios's, that's his signature pitch. That slurve of his, just nasty movement. And if you don't pick it up right out of the hand, you're pretty much screwed. Oh, 1 pitch. That's in the dirt. 1-1 the count on Tyler O'Neill. There's a nice wide shot of the stadium. It is literally filled to the rafters. 1-1 pitch. Outside. Easy to lay off for O'Neill. That ball was never near the target. 2-1 the count. Here's the next pitch. That one is swung on and hit in the air to right field. Backing up is the... And that ball's going to go. That ball is gone. Bye-bye, birdie. Tyler O'Neill has done it. 6 straight opening days. It's a 3-run homer. It's 5-0 Baltimore. Are you kidding me?
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Oh, my God.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Wow. Ryan Mountcastle with a big swing and a good cut, but the ball's fouled straight back. Tyler O'Neill, folks, 6 straight opening days with a home run. A 3-run shot. Are you kidding me? The 0-1 is low. We have scored in every inning. We have put up a rally and scored in every inning against Toronto's quote-unquote ace. How do you feel about the offense now? Pitch. Check swing. And he went around. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mountcastle. He smacked a double his first time up. And the 1-2 pitch. That one's lifted into the air, left center field. Trying to track it down. The left fielder will get there first. That is Santander with the catch. It's so weird to see Tony in left. That'll end the inning, but folks, Tyler O'Neill gets into one. Opposite field shot. Power to all fields on this guy. And with a high five with the third base coach, you get a look at those ridiculous biceps. Folks, it's 5-0 Baltimore as we go to the bottom of the third. How are you doing?
Thank God I'm a country boy.
I'm feeling pretty good. What do we got in here?
We're on a mission from God.
Oh, I tell you, it feels that way, doesn't it?
Oh boy, is this great!
Folks, we got a pretty good team.
Do you believe in me?
Do you believe in me? If you don't believe in me, believe in the hat, all right?
This is great iced tea.
It sure is. I tell you what.
Call it the Baltimore miracle or some shit.
We're number one.
We are. We're number one. We're number one. Who else has a 5-0 lead on opening day right now? Anybody? Are we number one right now? Ah, boy. Here's an interesting looking sports bar somewhere in the stadium. A little too loud for my tastes. All these neon colors. It looks like the set of Saved by the Bell. All right, here we go. Bottom of the third. First pitch from Eflin is a called strike at the bottom of the zone to Will Wagner. DH, left-handed bat. This pitch is hit on the ground, second base. Westberg is over there. He's got it over to first in time. Make it 7 straight retired for Zach Eflin to begin the ball game. 7 up, 7 down. That'll bring up Screech. Screech batting .021. He's 1 for 54. That one hit off the knob of the bat. I'm just kidding. Yes, Holiday's at shortstop. Clement at the plate. He takes low and away for ball 1. Ernie Clement, who I could have sworn last season wore glasses. Maybe he's wearing contacts now? 1-1 pitch is a curveball popped up, shallow left field, shortstop running out, but Cowser coming in will make the catch. 8 up, 8 down for Zach Eflin. 8 up, 8 down. That'll bring up a guy I've never heard of, and it looks like this might be his major league debut at the plate. He played AA and AAA last season, hit .293 at those levels. Fellow by the name of Alan Roden, another lefty bat. So it is a right-handed heavy lineup in terms of the star players on this Blue Jay team, but they got a couple lefty bats here at the bottom. Want to know the count, and the next pitch is outside from Eflin, 2-0. I am not allowed to take off the hat. First of all, Travis, you know who makes the rules about the hat? It's not you, and it's not me either. Only the hat decides what the hat does. That's the magic of the hat. Here's a ball fouled off to the right. 2-1 the count. Oh, come on, ball boy. You totally misplayed that. Give the ball boy an error. Don't give him a contract. The hat is working. That was the choice. The hat said, "I want to watch the whole game today. It's opening day. I've been resting all winter, and I'm here for the whole damn game." And look what happened. Here's a ball popped up to left down in the corner. Cowser's got room. It's a fair ball. He catches it, flips it into the stands. Zach Eflin has thrown 3 innings that are, without without anything. I'm now getting to the point where I'm not comfortable talking about what he's doing. I'm now going to be quiet about what he's doing. And I hope the chat will join me in being a little bit quiet at this point with the way things have started when Eflin's on the mound. Going to the 4th inning, up 5-0. Yeah, nothing. Say what? I don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, that's ludicrous. Yeah, exactly. You know what to do in this situation. All right. Glad we're all on the same page. Ah, boy. So tomorrow, as you can see on the bottom of your screen right now, it'll be Charlie Morton on the mound against Kevin Gossman. Stream starts at 2:55 p.m. Eastern. So pretty much like today, except I'm just starting it like 5 minutes, 10 minutes later because I'm not going to have as big of a opening as the opening day opening. But I hope you guys come back tomorrow for game 2. I mean, hell, playing like we have so far, I'd say you're obligated to come to every game and until we have a game where we're not playing like this. Keep this going. Don't change a thing. Whatever you did today, do it again tomorrow. If you put your pants on today with left leg first, don't put it on the right leg first tomorrow. All right, Sed Mullins is up, and he goes after the first pitch. That ball is launched. That ball is gone. Bye, birdie. Sed Mullins jumps on the first pitch. We're home run dependent.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Are you kidding me?
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Hands free. I'm operating the soundboard. Unbelievable. Mullins goes yard. It's 6-0 Baltimore. We've scored in every inning. What do you want? Are you happy? We've got a pitcher who we're not going to talk about. And look at this offense. Holy Toledo. Here's Arias. 0-1 pitches fouled away 0-2. Unbelievable.
I have a brother.
What a start to the season. We're not even halfway through the game, so believe me, we got a ways to go to get the job done. But holy cow, if opening day is all about optimism, then how can you not be feeling on cloud 9 right about now? We got a 1-2 count on Arias. Cloud 9. Those first 8 clouds, they're so disappointing. That 9th cloud, woo! Nice. I love the view from up here. Here's a ground ball to short. Bichette over to first. Routine out. First out here in the inning. Arias grounds out 6-3. Jackson, you're up. I'm going to Jackson. So Jackson, again, no need for pressure, dude. Have you looked around? We're just, we're hitting for fun. Holiday takes outside for ball 1. He struck out looking his first time up. Not sure how much longer they're going to keep Berrios out there. I mean, clearly he's been ineffective. He's given up runs in every inning through the first 4 innings. It is 6-0. That's a called strike, top of the zone. Count even up at 1-1. Next pitch. Bad cut there by Holiday on a ball that dipped nearly into the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases empty, 1 down in the top of the 4th. The Orioles. Oh. Nothing but chef's kiss so far in this one. 1-2 pitch. Berrios with a bit of a delay. Here comes the pitch, and it's popped up. Center field. Drifting into left center field is Springer. He makes the catch. 2 down. Back to the top of the order for the milkman. Kowser's up for the 3rd time today already. We're only in the 4th inning. Folks, more cows. More cows, more carrots. Kowser. 0 for 1 with a walk. He goes after the first pitch and hits it pretty well into center field, but a lot of room out there. The straightaway center. Springer makes the catch about 15 feet in front of the track to end the inning. But the Orioles add on again. They just keep adding on. Ced Mullins, first pitch of the inning, parks it into the right field stands. And we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game. 3 home runs already out of this lineup that doesn't even have Gunnar Henderson. So we have no Gunnar Henderson, and Anthony Santander plays for the opposition. Those were our 2 home run leaders last season. Are we doing all right? Corbin Burns was our opening day starter. Now we got Eflin. Are we doing all right? Are we figuring out a way with the talent we have to get the job done anyway? Good. Now listen, I normally don't read much into any one game. And opening day is just opening day. But when everything is working, when everything's looking pretty good. I mean, the one thing, Mullins got caught stealing. That 2nd inning, we kind of screwed up scoring more runs. But other than that, man, we've hit the ball really, really hard. And there's been a few walks in there, too. At least a couple of walks, right? Tyler O'Neill drew a walk. Kowser drew a walk. So it's not like we're up there just hacking. We're doing it right. You know, we're hitting the ball hard when we swing, and we're also being patient when they're not throwing it in the zone. We got another super chat, folks, and I love a nice super chat.
Message for you, son.
The Gaming Exchange. Keep up the great work, man. I would love if you would shout out my Discord. We created it to chat about anything and everything sports related, so if you're interested, let me know. I mean, how do I shout it out? Please check out the Gaming Exchange's Discord. If there's some sort of a link you want to do, I don't know how to do it because I don't think you have the ability. And how do we do it? If you join my Discord and I can get your Discord invite and then I can put that in the chat maybe. I don't know. But until then, let me like your super chat. We are underway here in the bottom of the 4th. And Bo Bichette worked the count 2-0 and fouls a pitch away to make it 2-1. Bottom of the 4th. 6-0 Baltimore here on opening day in Toronto. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's my Discord. So go in there and then drop your link. And then maybe Rob or somebody else can grab that link and then dump that into the chat. Does that sound good? 2-2 the count on Bichette. And the pitch is low and away. Full count. Folks, 163 of you watching right now. At least 50 of you have not hit the like button yet. Would you mind doing it? We got a 1-hop bounce to shortstop. And Holiday will throw out Bichette. 10 up, 10 down in the ball game for Eflin. Yeah, folks, if you don't mind, if you're watching this channel here, it's a community channel. There's no sponsors. And even if I'm offered a sponsorship from somebody like a sports betting company, I'm not taking a sponsor like that. No, I'd rather depend on the community to keep this channel going. The less advertising, the less corporate crap, the better. And I refuse to take money from gambling sites like all these other sports channels seem to like to do. I ain't doing it. No sirree, Bob. If you like to gamble, I'm not going to sit here and judge you. You do you, but I'm not going to promote it for you. I'm not going to turn somebody who had a normal life into a degenerate gambler so that I can make a couple of extra shekels on the side. You know, I've got ethics. Vlad Jr. at the plate. He's got a 3-0 count. And that pitch is in there for a called strike. Right down Broadway. Vlad taking all the way. Eflin struck out Guerrero the first time up. And a swing and a miss on a pitch way off the plate. That easily would have been ball 4. Wow. Guerrero asking for time. And I can't blame him after that swing. Zach Eflin's got to be feeling in the zone right now after getting a swing like that. Payoff pitch. That is ball 4. Okay, so it's not a perfect game. We can say it's not a perfect game. We're not going to talk about other things that are still happening. But Zach Eflin gives up his first base runner of the ball game. A 1-out walk to Guerrero here in the bottom of the 4th. He's human. Yeah, exactly, right? You know what I'm talking about. Anthony Santander at the plate. First pitch he goes after and pops it up foul behind home plate. He popped out his first time up. That is one thing that Tony would often do when he wasn't in the zone. Whenever he would make outs and struggle, it would normally be pop-ups on the infield, foul ground. This one he gets into center field, but Mullins has room. He's moving to his right, and he makes the catch. That ball hit about 375 feet or so to straightaway center field. Two down in the inning. Guerrero at first base. Oh, look at this. Wow, what a heel turn from you guys. Why did we let go of Tony? I can't believe it. Now look at you guys. Later, Tater. Get out of here, Tony. Man, the tide has turned. Andres Jimenez takes a called strike. You guys, heel turners. You guys are going to turn on me one day. 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, 2-0. On Jimenez. Runner at first, 2 down. 6-0 Orioles. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Zach Eflin has pitched to Jim so far. Here's a breaking ball, and that ball is crushed to right. That ball is going to clear the fence. And I guess now I know why Andres Jimenez is batting cleanup. The Blue Jays have gotten on the board. A 2-run home run by Andres Jimenez. He didn't destroy it. 99 off the bat. 366 feet it traveled. But it was enough. The Orioles now lead it 6-2. All right, so now we can stop with the perfect game, the no-hitter, the shutout. It's all gone. Let's now just hope Zach Eflin doesn't let that get to him. Let's get back to business. A 4-run lead we're working with. And I don't think our offense is done yet either, so let's not freak out. Alejandro Kirk, 1-0 pitch, is in there for a strike. If I told you what Eflin did on opening day last year, believe me, you'd still be very happy with what he's doing so far today. 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Nice pick by Berrios. Over to first. Plenty of time to get Kirk and the inning is over. So Zach Eflin finally shows he's human. First he gives up a walk, and then the first hit he gives up leaves the yard. A 2-run shot by Andres Jimenez to get the Blue Jays on the board. We go now into the 5th inning. It's the Orioles 6 and the Blue Jays 2. All right. Wait a minute. We've got some activity in the Discord here. All kinds of activity. It's opening day, folks. My God, I love opening day. Oh, yeah. Let me click on this this tweet here that Rob sent with this Mount Castle double celebration. What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, is he like fishing? Is he like reeling it in? What is he doing there? At first, it looks like he's swinging a bat and check swinging, but then it's like he's reeling it back in. I don't know. Hey, I don't mind a new celebration. I just got to know what the hell what it is. I just got to know what it is. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Hello, Emily. Tell me more about this bar. You don't say. Can I buy you a drink? Ah, all right. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Hey, here's this thing. Let's look at it until... Hey, you know what? Look at the sub count jumping up, man. I tell you what, on opening day, with this turnout and the enthusiasm I'm feeling from the Charm City chat, I think we can make a push to 2,400 today. Adley Rutschman's going to lead it off, top of the 5th. Takes low for ball 1. Why not, right? Why not go on a sub run? It's been a while. It's been a long off season. You know, it's like a plant that hasn't been watered for like 5 months. So today, now that we have a chance to water this plant, let's make up for some lost time. What do you say? 2-0 the count on Rutschman.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Leading off the top of the 5th inning. Berrios still out there on the mound, his 70th pitch of the day. You called that a strike, Blue? You called that a strike.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
2 balls, 1 strike. And this pitch is outside, 3-1. I went over to this screen because I saw that it was between innings, but now it looks like it's just frozen. We're not seeing the pitch-by-pitch animation. But I am calling the game perfectly and giving you all the info you need, so you're okay. The 3-1 pitch is called a strike outside corner. Full count on Rutschman. Adley is 2 for 2 today. And the 2 things you want to see, him going to the opposite field and him hitting the ball out of the yard. He's done both already. Payoff pitch, reached for and fouled away. That would have been ball 4, but Adley trying to protect. And I'm telling you, a pitch like that, second half last season, he's striking out. He's not able to get to that pitch and protect the plate like that. He's really covering a lot of the plate. God, he's looking good. Payoff pitch. Oh, I say that and he whiffs. Some off speed there from Berrios. Rutschman out in front. He strikes out for the first out here in the top of the 5th. Moving on now, it's Jordan Westberg's turn.
West is that way.
The hell was that noise? All right, let me take it back over here. Hit the refresh on this scoreboard and see if it shows me something different. First pitch from Westberg's popped up. First base side, foul ground. Guerrero and Kirk, they're both converging. It's Guerrero there to make the catch. Just before the warning track near the dugout on the first base side. 2 down here in the 5th. Westberg popping out. Ryan O'Hearn is up.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
And yeah, Ryan O'Hearn. And now look at this. Boom. Oh, it's up to 2 pitches already. And now an ad has taken up half the screen. Okay, never mind. I'll just stay here for a minute. Scoreboard's not being nice to me today. Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 2 so far. He takes a strike at the top of the zone. Berrios now on 76 pitches, so it's almost like they don't even care what the score is. They're just going to have him pitch until he hits, probably mid-80s. This is probably his final inning. As that pitch just catches the outside edge for strike 2, it's 0-2. With a 4-run lead, we won't, Michael. They're not going to bring out Bautista unless it's a save situation. So you know what that means. Frankly, I don't want to see him today because that means that we've kept a lead of at least 4 runs or more, and we don't let the Blue Jays get any closer back into it. This ball's fouled away. It's still 0-2 on O'Hearn. Man, our offense has looked good against Berrios, who's, again, had a great track record against this team in his career. But he's gotten touched up today. 0-2 pitch to O'Hearn is in the dirt. 1-2. Looking forward to the first game where I can hear the Masson broadcast team. Tomorrow is an Apple TV game, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm hoping maybe the Saturday game will be available on Masson for me. Here's a check swing. It has the plate, but it's low, and the appeal on the swing says no swing, third base umpire. So the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ryan O'Hearn with the bases empty, 2 down in the top of the 5th. If O'Hearn makes an out here, it'll be the first inning for Berrios where he hasn't given up a run. Pitch number 81 of the day is lined in a center field for a base hit. Ryan O'Hearn joins the hit parade. And that might be it for Berrios. That might be it for him. We'll see. He's over 80 pitches now. Is that Buck Look at Buck Martinez's hair. He's got like Andy Warhol hair. That's awesome, dude. You're looking good, Buck. Is that a cinnamon roll? Or is that a giant pretzel? What the hell is that? I don't know, but I'm hungry. Tyler O'Neill's going to be up next.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Mound meeting for Berrios. They're not going to take him out. He's still in there on 81 pitches, 6 runs given up. And he just gave up a base hit to Ryan O'Hearn. There is activity in the Blue Jay bullpen. A southpaw, a guy you probably remember from last season if you follow my channel, Dick Lovelady. Now, he officially goes by Richard, but there's something about a name like Dick Lovelady that just rolls off the tongue. Dick Lovelady getting loose. Tyler O'Neill takes slow for ball 1. You heard what I said, big cuz. Dick Lovelady is getting loose. Did I stutter? The 1-0 pitch. Called a strike, 1-1. I'm joking, of course. That's right. No relation to Dick Trickle. Hey, Janet, it's like season 1 just picked right up where I left off, right? Here's a swing and a miss by O'Neill. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's like somebody, a colleague of mine, said on one of his streams. I believe he had said something to the effect of that I was born to do this. Isn't that nuts? You mean to tell me that I didn't know what my calling was until I was 47 frickin' years old? Christ, Morgan Freeman's career started earlier than that. Took me forever, but here I am. All right, 1-2 the count on Tyler O'Neill. Pitch. That one's tapped third base side. Berrios is not going to have a play. It's like a swinging bunt. And Tyler O'Neill hits a 3-run homer, and now he hits a little nub. Third base side to get on with an infield single. First and second now for Baltimore. Get the faucet moving. What was Dick Lovelady born to do? Born to love, I'd say. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. A lot of love. A whole lot of love. That's the 9th hit for the Orioles, by the way. 6 runs on 9 hits. Blue Jays have 1 hit. And Ryan Mountcastle takes low for ball 1.
Okay, mount up.
First and second, 2 down. And I was saying that this would be the first inning the Orioles didn't score if O'Hearn made an out. But guess what? Now he's at second. And we got a runner at first as well. Here's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mountie. Tyler O'Neill at first base. Hey, have you heard that Kermit the Frog is giving the commencement speech at Maryland? Kermit the Frog here. Swing and a miss, 1-2. That sounds like a very nice time. Maybe one day I'll go there, make a rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. All right, I'll work on my Kermit the Frog impression, all right? I'll work on my Kermit the Frog impression, okay? That's the best I can do. 2-2 the count on Ryan Mountcastle. 2 down, 2 on. Pitch number 90 from Berrios. Swing and a miss. He chased one low and away. It's that slurve again. And Berrios gets out of the inning for the first time without giving up a run. But his day is certainly over. Man, did he labor. 91 pitches to get through 5 innings. And again, that 5th inning, the first one where he didn't give up at least a run. We did our job against their starter, no doubt about it. This game is halfway over. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It is 6-2 Baltimore. Someday we'll find it. A rainbow connection. Let's see if there's any other scores. Hey, the Yankees are winning. That stinks. They're up 2-1 on the Brew Crew. Royals ahead 3-0 at the end of 3 over Cleveland. Houston has a 1-0 lead on the Mets. That's going into the bottom of the 3rd. Reds up 3-0 on the Giants, top of the 4th. Marlins with a 1-0 lead over Paul Skeens. That's going into the 4th inning. 2-1 Padres over the Braves in the 3rd. Coming up later, the Dodgers and Tigers are playing in their own time slot. The Dodgers are getting such ridiculous treatment. What is this? What's going on over here? I mean, it's opening day, right? And during the 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern hour, you know, what most people call primetime TV, the only game on is the Dodgers playing the Giants, or the Tigers, excuse me. And that is by design. They are giving the Dodgers like its own national audience on a day where it's like, what about the other? Do any of these other teams matter to you, Major League Baseball? All right. You give them the overseas treatment. Enough with the Dodgers, all right? We'll get plenty of highlights, and we'll see Shohei do amazing things, but geez Louise, here's a ground ball to short on the first pitch. Springer grounds out to Jackson Holiday to begin the bottom of the fifth. I need a reset. I'm only halfway through this coffee, and that just doesn't make sense. The ice is all melted. I should just crush this thing right now. Will Wagner takes low for ball one. He grounded out back in the third inning. 0 for 1. It is a great pitching matchup. Skubal versus Snell. When I looked at all the pitching matchups today and all the 15 games, to me that one stood out as the most marquee in terms of the two best pitchers. Here's a little bloop along the left field foul line. It drops into foul ground. 1-2 the count on Will Wagner. Eflin's on 61 pitches with 1 out in the fifth. His pitch count is just fine. Here's a pitch outside. 2-2 the count. There's something wrong with my Kermit impression. What do you want me to do? This ball's hit into center field, backing up as Mullins. On the edge of the track, he makes the catch. 2 down. Wagner gave it a ride, but to the wrong part of the yard. Dead center field for a 385-foot out. Remember, Jimenez has a home run in this game. That ball only went 366 feet. Ernie Clement jumps on the first pitch, and he hits it to left field. Colton Cowser's there, and he'll grab it. This inning is over quickly. This inning is over nice and quick. That pitch count for Eflin is looking good. We go to the 6th. It is 6-2 Baltimore. Hey! Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Charm City Chat. We've got a lot of new people in here today checking out the channel for the first time. Help me out. Let's convince some of those non-subscribers out there to do themselves and us a favor and subscribe. Let them know in the chat if you don't mind. Give them a reason, because maybe they don't believe me. Maybe they think I'm I'm a shyster. I'm a what do you call it? I don't know. Like I'm trying to pull a fast one or something. Yeah, see, Bartman, exactly. If you subscribe, folks, one of the perks to subscribing.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
I mean, what do you want? Find me another channel that does that for you. All right? No, I mean it. Like, tell me about it. I want to subscribe. That sounds like a good channel. All right. Hey, welcome in, Joel. Good to have you. What I'm trying to do, everybody, I
offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
That's all. This is glorious battle. Join me. Baltimore. I think the neighbor, considering how excited I've been for how we've looked in this game. Yeah, I had a conversation with him. By the way, folks, Dick Love Lady, left-hander on for the Blue Jays, going against Ced Mullins. And the first pitch to Ced is a called strike.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Mullins went yard his last time up. And a cut and a foul here. 0-2 the count. Richard, don't call me Dick Lovelady. (0-2 count, and the pitch popped up and out of play. I don't think my neighbor is going to subscribe. In fact, I think if he had the ability, he would try to remove some subscribers. Here's the pitch. Mullins hits one to right, but that ball was on the outside part of the plate, and he pulled it, so he couldn't really do much with that except fly out for a routine out to right field. One out here in the top of the sixth. That'll bring up Ramon Oriole.
I have a brother.
So do I. You don't have to, brag about it. Jeez. I'm sure a lot of people here in the Charm City chat have a brother too. I don't know why you got to make a big deal out of it. Every time you come up to hit, you got to tell me you got a brother. It's almost as if somebody in the chat once was under the impression that you didn't have a brother. The 0-1 pitch is high. 1-1 the count. By the way, Tyler O'Neill with a nice gesture before the ball game today. Swing and a miss by Ramon. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tyler O'Neill is a native Canadian, and he hit up the old, Tim Hortons? A popular franchise north of the border there, and brought over a couple of dozen donuts. I guess that's enough for 1 donut per player. O'Neill doesn't have a brother? The donuts are okay. The coffee is gross. Damn. This pitch is fouled away. That's not good enough. I want my coffee to be great, and I want my donuts to be at least good. Okay is worse than good, and gross is nowhere near great. So I'm never going there. Besides, that's Canadian food. I mean, what kind of tariffs am I having to pay here? Here's a 2-2 pitch to Ramon Arias. Inside, full count. I shouldn't have even made that joke. Hey, by the way, friendly reminder, folks. Haven't even said it all game. No politics in the chat. But if you make a reference very subtly, without launching into a whole tirade, you can kind of get away with it like I just did. Inning over? What happened? All right, that's my worst crime so far. Wait a minute. Oh, they just cut away to a exterior shot for like an ad read. Never mind. We're still here. 1 on, 1 out for Jackson Holiday. Did I even describe how... what the hell happened here? Arias drew a walk. I didn't tell you that Arias drew a walk. I'm sorry about that.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
0-1 pitch to Holiday outside. 0-2. Or 1-1. Good lord. Okay, I need a lucky. How long's it been? Where are they? One is popped foul and out of play. Yeah. Here comes the 1-2 from Lovelady to Holiday, and that is a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's hear a bugle. Nothing would please me more than seeing Holiday get a hit off a left-handed pitcher. Pitch. Swing and a miss, and Holiday strikes out. Be right back. Top of the order, Colton Cowser. First pitch, and that looks like it hit him on the butt. Did he get hit or not? He's standing at the plate. I guess it didn't hit him. Oh, wow. Okay. Did not hit him. Cowser's 0 for 2, but he has drawn a walk and scored back in the third inning. He's got a runner at first base, 2 down in the top of the 6th. The Orioles ahead 6-2. Opening day here at the Rogers Center in Toronto. This pitch is a check swing foul. Count even up at a ball and a strike. The cow goes. One pitch is a swing and a miss. That looked like a slider sweeping across the zone and wound up outside. Cows are committed, and that ball was out of his reach. 1-2 the count. That one's high. 2-2. Berrios is at first base, 2 down. 2-2 to Cowser. And that pitch is up and in. Now that one did get Cowser. Cowser is plunked. Hopefully he's okay. I'm really bad at figuring out where a guy gets hit until I see a replay. And that got him right square on the elbow. Right on the actual, elbow. He has a guard there, so hopefully he's okay, but I'm sure that still stings a bit. First and second now, 2 down. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. There's a right-hander by the name of Barnes coming out of the bullpen right now with Adley Rutschman due up. I suppose they want to see him bat left-handed versus right-handed. So we got a pitching change. It is 6-2 Orioles. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the 6th. Damn, man. You know, when I'm going good, I might fumble top or bottom or what, something, twice, maybe 3 times. I feel like I'm done it 30 times today. I've had all spring to get ready. What's wrong with me? Saw an interesting movie trailer today. Final Destination Bloodlines. Yeah, that's right, folks. Final Destination's back. Do you like your horror movies to be one giant Rube Goldberg machine? Try Final Destination. It's like that board game Mousetrap, except people die. The trailer is crazy. Actually, Bart, you're right. There was a Hellraiser Bloodline. I don't remember which sequel it was. Maybe 3 or 4. But yeah, that sounds right. You going to pass on that one, Janet? The first one was the only good one. I'll say this. The second one, the opening sequence on the highway, just the way it was shot, that wasn't all CGI. There was a lot of practical stuff going on. And I actually saw a making of that particular scene. What they managed to pull off was pretty redonkulous. But after that, the kills are fun, but it's silly. And after the second one, it really starts falling off a cliff, I feel. Who's in it? These movies aren't about who's in it. Mostly young actors that, whatever. A couple of them have gone on to do other things. Adley Rutschman's at the plate. I should probably get back to calling the game, because we got 2 men on base, 2 down. Barnes is in to pitch, and we got a 1-1 count now on Rutschman. Next one is high, 2-1. Oops. I thought, oh, there it is. Okay. 2-1 pitch is swung on a miss, 2-2. Yeah, Gibney, I think a lot of people who have seen those movies, that's probably the conventional, the common opinion. First one, yeah. It was inventive. Adley with another high fly ball, but this one high but not very far. Rutschman flies out to medium depth right field in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 6-2 Baltimore. How you guys doing? I have to admit, I'm like my what is that? There is a unidentified Thai bug crawling across my laptop. It's not like a brooch or something. It's some kind of like flea or something that's just hopping around like a little gnat. It's gone now. Wild Kingdom over here. Yeah. What was I talking about? I don't know. Oh, yeah. My, can I talk? My enthusiasm for the game today and everything going on, it's very high, but my body is saying, why am I not sleeping right now? BW, why aren't my eyes closed? I'm tired. Don't worry, rest of me. All right, give me like another 45 minutes and we'll be good. Folks, 20 more subs. Even though it's 21, I'm just going to say 20 because if we got to 23.99, then we're getting to 2,400. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Big day, big opening day. Is Eflin still pitching? We'll find out here in a second. How you doing, Dan? My stride? Hey, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Hey, how'd that happen? It is Eflin still out there, and the number 9 hitter Roden at the plate. First pitch, ball 1. Eflin's only on 65 pitches, so he's in good shape, although he's fallen now 2-0 behind the number 9 hitter. Two-oh pitch. Outside, and Eflin is messing around with the weakest bat in the lineup here, leading off the inning. I hope Eflin hasn't hit the wall here. If so, let's not wait too long to do something about it. That pitch is just catching the outside edge for the first strike. 3-1 on Roden. God, I get that question all the time. Here's a swing and a ball hit through the hole past the dive of the second baseman into right center field for a leadoff single by Alan Roden. Okay, folks. It's time to start watching Eflin a little bit careful here. Things can get weird fast, and we're flipping the lineup over now. It's Bichette, Guerrero, and Santander, the next three batters. Let's make sure we protect this lead. Bo Bichette at the plate. First pitch to him is line foul. No balls, one strike on Bo Bichette. Son of Dante, correct? Yeah, a double play here would be great. Bichette is 0 for 2. Eflin with a look at first base. He's at the belt, and the 0-1 pitch is hit in the air to right field. Backing up on the track. O'Neill at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch, firing it back into the infield. It wasn't the most graceful of catches out there, but Tyler O'Neill trying to navigate the wall there, able to make the catch. That's a big out, especially with Eflin looking like he might be near the end of the line. First out here in the second. We've got another super chat in here from Big Cuz. Big Cuz with a big super chat.
Message for you, son.
Guerrero at the plate, and he's got a 1-0 count. Big Cuz just wants to say thank you, and I just want to say you're welcome. And unfortunately, this particular super chat doesn't allow me to hit the like button on it. Not sure why that is, but I would if I could, sir. Thank you, Big Cuz. It's now 2-0 on Guerrero. Next pitch. Hit in the air. Right field, and plenty of room for Tyler O'Neill to camp under it and make the second out of the inning. So we get Guerrero. Big out. Eflin trying to get through 6 innings here. One more out, and he'll qualify for a quality start. 74 pitches at the moment on the day. It's a super sticker. Ah, sticker is different than a chat. I gotcha. I guess people don't do that often. Appreciate it, Janet. Anthony Santander is up. And that first pitch, called a strike. Nice location from Eflin. Knee high on the inside corner. Roden at first with 2 down for the Blue Jays. And the next pitch is a check swing. Appeal, no swing. Tony's 0 for 2. Is it okay that I still just call him Tony, or now that he's not one of ours, should I just say Santander, which sounds more like not one of ours? That's a called strike on a nice breaking ball from Eflin. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Whatever that thing is flying around just flew past my face. If you guys see something flying by my face, maybe look it up somewhere. Tell me what it is. 1-2 pitch is popped up to left field. Cowser is there, and he's got it. We have kept Santander quiet so far today. And that is 6 innings in the books now for Zach Eflin. It is a quality start. And I got to tell you, if they wanted to, they could bring him out there to start the 7th. I mean, how many pitches are we looking at right now? 78. As a comparison, Berrios threw 90. So that's 12 additional pitches. You can get 1 or 2 guys out in the 7th if you felt like it. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, a lefty and a couple of righties. We'll see. My gut is going to tell me that Brandon Hyde's going to go to the pen. He's going to be like, you got your quality start, 6 innings. It's the first start of the season. I don't want to push you. Our bullpen can protect a 4-run lead. I think like Eflin might be done. I think Hyde's not going to bring him back out there. If we're in the same spot and we're a month into the season, or just a couple of starts into the season, really, I think you go ahead and get Eflin back out there. But opening day, if he still had a no-hitter going or something like that, maybe you keep it. But yeah, I don't. I think Hyde's going to go to somebody else, which I wouldn't do. I don't know. It depends on who that somebody else is, basically. I got a couple of people in the bullpen that I'm not too confident in. But it's opening day. All of our bullpen arms should be fresh, which means we ought to be able to use the best of the ones we have, which means I don't want to see Sir Anthony Dominguez in this game. Jordan Westburg fouls a pitch back. We are underway in the top of the 7th, folks. It's the late innings, and Westburg is 1 for 3 so far today.
Well, West is that way.
Popped out his last time up. This pitch is hit into the air and off to the right, foul. It's Barnes still out there on the mound, right-hander for the Blue Jays. The 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled away. That pitch was about 3-4 inches above the zone, but Westburg able to get a piece. Stay alive, 0-2. Oh, God. No, David, no. Say it ain't so. Pitch, low and outside. 1-2. You down with CCC? Folks, the Charm City chat. That's what I'm talking about. You down with CCC? This is where you all type in, yeah, you know me. This is how we interact. This pitch is outside. 2-2 the count on Westburg. Let's try one more time. Charm City chat. You down with CCC? Here comes the 2-2 to Westburg. And that pitch is fouled away. We'll do it again. There we are. Look at that. We're cooking. Just let BW cook. That's what the kids say, right? Everybody's cooking. When I grew up, if you were cooked, that meant you were screwed. But now if you're cooking, you're doing quite well, apparently. I don't know. I can't keep up. We got a full count on Westburg. Chad Green, a right-hander, getting loose for the Blue Jays. In their bullpen. Payoff pitch. Low and outside. Nowhere close. It's a walk. Take your base.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Yeah, cooked is bad. Cooking is good. Okay. So if we're in present tense, everything's great. If it's in the past, it's really, really bad. Okay. I guess I should never live in the past, and I'll be okay. Ryan O'Hearn takes a called strike. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the 7th, 6-2 Orioles.
Fight's on. Let's turn and burn.
Did Westberg start off with an 0-2 count? Oh, man, that's just another reason to love Westberg's plate approach. This pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike, and whatever that is flew. This thing is closed, right? I got my screen door, I got my sliding door open, but the screen part closed, and I guess bugs are flying because I got this ring light. Any bug that's attracted to light is trying to get into this apartment right now. This ball's hit into center field, and it's dropping, and a diving catch out there in center. My goodness, George Springer. How about that catch? Pretty impressive from the veteran. I thought that ball was going to drop in. A full-on head-first dive, and Springer makes the catch. Fair play. 1 out, runner at first for Tyler O'Neill. And what a debut for O'Neill, folks. What a debut. How does a walk, a homer, and an infield hit sound? 3 RBI. Couple of runs scored. Here's a pitch. That was a tough call. 0-1. Apparently catching the outside corner at the knees. Dominguez is up in the pen.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure! We've come too far! There's too much to lose! We've got to keep our composure!
Ground ball in the left field, a base hit. Tyler O'Neill, have yourself a debut. 3 for 3 with a walk. He has gotten on base all 4 times. Anthony who? Anthony who?
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Yeah, I tell you who's home. Our new favorite Oriole, Tyler O'Neill. Let's get some runs because Dominguez is getting loose. First and second, 1 out. Mountcastle.
Okay, mount up.
Outside from Barnes by about a foot. 1-0. Next pitch, low and outside, nowhere close. And it's 2-0 on Mountcastle, folks. You know what to do. So do it. 2-0. Low and away again. Mountcastle hasn't even had to take the bat off his shoulders. There hasn't been a pitch close. 3-0. First and second, 1 out. Let's see. Taking all the way, and there's a strike. 3-1. Ryan Mountcastle, 1 for 3 with a double. And in his career has really enjoyed hitting here at the Rogers Center. He's also the hottest bat coming out of Florida. He was raking down there. This pitch is hit on a big bounce to third. Touching the bag for 1 to get the force play is Clement, but the throw to first is offline, and I think Mountcastle would have beaten it out anyway. So that'll go down as a fielder's choice. Runner's still at first and second now with 2 away. And here comes the Blue Jay manager to make a change. It'll probably be the right-hander Chad Green, who was getting loose a few minutes ago, and indeed that's who it is. Chad Green will come on to face said Mullins when the game resumes. Now, wait a minute. The sub count went down by a couple. Oh, it's going to be like that, huh? Because I remember the last time I took a look, I was like, well, we'll get 20, and that means we're one short. This is what happens when I bring up the subs. People stop subbing. So, all right. I won't mention it anymore. I think I was doing better, just, man, I just don't worry about it. Enjoy the ball game. It's opening day. I realize, by the way, with the hat, like, I'm not lit very properly. Kind of in shadow. All right. I'm very concerned about my appearance. You know, I wanna look good. Philly's losing. JJ's probably not happy with his open. What's the score, Chilo? Hey, the White Sox are beating the Angels 3-0. Oh, there it is. 1-0 Nats. At the bottom of the 8th? Ooh. Is Mackenzie Gore out-dueling Zach Wheeler on opening day? Is Mackenzie Gore out-dueling Zach Wheeler on opening day? Come on, DC. Come on, DC. Cute. I'm a 47-year-old post-heart surgery mess. What do you mean, cute? Cute. All right. Hey, let me close this door before this inning starts. 1 sec. Or not before the inning starts, but before the game resumes, because Chad Green is on now, and the first pitch to said Mullins is high for ball 1. Said.
Well said, now you know what to do.
He's got a home run today. One-0 pitch, top of the zone for a strike. Couple of hits today for Mullins. He also has a single. 2 RBI. 1-1 is swung on and missed. First and second for the Orioles with 2 outs. In the top of the 7th inning, they've been ahead the entire game. It was 6-0. The Blue Jays with a pair of runs on a 2-run homer by Andres Jimenez. And Mullins lifts another one to right field. That ball's got the launch angle, and that ball is gone! Bye-bye, birdie. Mullins doubles up. 2 homers on opening day for said. Are you kidding me? Said is making a statement.
It's magic, you know. You believe in magic.
MG, really? Really, MG? Really? And that instead of enjoying what has been just a fantastic opening day, you're trying to catch me on what? I made a terrible comment. I maintain what my statement. As far as everyday players go, what do you want me to tell you? Ramon Arias is coming up. 0 for 2 with a walk. I love it. I haven't seen one comment, and maybe you've commented before then, but I've always got those snipers out there just waiting feverishly to catch BW in something. Okay, you're poking. All right, it's all good, MG. It's all good. I'm a little sensitive, okay? Come on, man. It's opening day. You're fine, dude. You're fine. Hey, we're going to the bottom of the 7th because I got distracted because I'm too sensitive. But at least I'm self-aware, right? That helps. Look at Chilo already getting into it. Folks, guess what? For the first time this season, it's the 7th inning stretch. And we've got a little bit of a tradition here in these parts. If you're new, maybe you don't know. But like John Denver likes to do at home, whether we're home or away, we like to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Would you look at that, folks? Pass the syrup. Pass the blueberry syrup. I am ready to go at those cakes. I mean, Jim Palmer is texting me right now. He wants some of them cakes. Hey, speaking of a ball player texting me, that's one of my goals this season. My goal this season is to contact one of our players and have them give a shout out to the channel, maybe even pop in, obviously not during a live game, but, you know, a little nod to this community of Oriole fans that's building here. What do you think? Am I delusional? I want to talk to a player. I'm eyeing Ryan O'Hearn. Ryan, if you're out there, you're in the middle of a ball game. I think you might be my man. That's right, Chilo. There's been some contact with Ryan. Very minimal, but, you know, enough to get my foot in the door, maybe. Here we go, bottom of the 7th inning. And as I thought Zach Eflin's day is over, it is Sir Anthony Dominguez. And he's got a 1-0 count on Andres Jimenez, and we've got another super chat.
Message for you, son.
Make it 2-0. Dominguez, 2 pitches out of the zone. It is Queasy toasting, saying cheers. Cheers to you, Queasy. Sorry it's watered down coffee, but boom, cheers. 2-1 the count. First strike from Dominguez. Next pitch. Outside. Outside 8 inches. 3-1. If he walks the leadoff man with a 7-run lead, I'm done. I'm done with him. I don't care if your stuff is so good. What does it matter if he can't throw strikes? 3-1 pitch. That one's in there and fouled away. 99 miles an hour. Nice velocity. Hey, thank you, Bill. Jeez, what a nice compliment. I've had some tough health issues in the off season. I'm so fortunate that a lot of stuff happened when the season wasn't on. I had sciatica running down my right leg from my lower right back. That is ball 4. Are you kidding me? Sir Anthony.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
There's a called strike to Alejandro Kirk. Dominguez with a 7-run lead walks the leadoff man. 0-1 pitch is hit on the ground to third. Goes to second. Arias goes to first. And with Kirk running, we turn 2. All right. Thank you, defense. All right. That helped. All right, Sir Anthony. Now suddenly you're one batter away from just facing the minimum and getting out of this unscathed, making me look like a bully or something. That pitch bounces in for ball one to George Springer. Yeah, I think Dominguez is just trolling me. He's gonna, if I continue to speak negatively about him, he's gonna start to be effective. And then the second I start to praise him, he'll flip back the other way. Hey, Oriole Rodriguez, a right-hander up for the Blue Jays. That one is off the plate. 2-1 to Springer. Might call into the show. Who? This show? You talking about a player? I want to get a player on. This pitch is low, 3-1. Dominguez. Three-one pitch. Inside ball four. Second walk. I think somebody said they wanted to keep track of how many rants I do in a season about the Orioles bullpen. You can go ahead and begin your count. Here is Will Wagner. He takes a strike at the top of the zone. Wagner 0 for 2. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. 0-2 the count on Wagner. Well, I know. Here's a pitch. Here's a swing and a miss. Or did he foul that away? I thought it was already 0-2. Either way, it's 0-2. Two down, runner at first. A double play ball has helped out. This pitch is outside by a foot, maybe more. Livan Soto, yeah, if you didn't hear, Livan Soto yesterday was looking like he had made the team. The Oriole beat reporters were in the Toronto. This one's lined into right field, and that's a base hit. So, if you were wondering about not giving up a hit yet, Evan, there you go. Evan, cursing Sir Anthony Dominguez. Soto is in Norfolk. Jorge Mateo was able to recover and be ready in time. He is on the bench today. Here's a conference with Dominguez with 2 men on, 2 out. The Orioles ahead by 7. They're not going to let Dominguez stay in there so long where this game gets super close. Give me a reason, Sir Anthony. Give me a reason, man. Give me a reason to not, be satisfied with your role in this team. Ernie Clement, right-handed batter, up there with 2 down and 2 on. First pitch from Dominguez is a curve that's low. Had the plate, but just dipped below the zone there. Want to know? Next offering. It's just when he throws a pitch and you can tell you say second, it's actually even less. The moment it leaves his hand, that it's nowhere near the zone. And you can just forget about even, you can just, that one goes to the backstop. 2 runners advance. Now a base hit scores 2 runs. And it's 3-0 on Clement. Looks like that meeting on the mound was helpful. And yeah, just another pitch right out of the hand that you just know ain't going anywhere near the strike zone. Yeah, this is definitely my first rant of the season. The 3-0 pitch. And that will be the first strike, top of the zone. Clement was ready to flip his bat toward the dugout. Umpire says, not yet. Dominguez is already on 22 pitches in this inning. He still hasn't given up a run yet. 3-1 pitch. Popped up. Infield. And it's going to be Jordan Westberg with the catch on the lip of the grass. And the inning is over. Hey, Sir Anthony Dominguez. Just your typical scoreless inning. This guy is good. This guy's good. What am I worried about? 8th inning coming up, 9-2 Orioles. Well, come on, let's take this puppy home, huh? I mean, at this point, let's just use our lowest leverage guys. That way, we've got our best arms available for tomorrow. No need to use them today with a 7-run lead. We've already got Dominguez's inning out of the way. Bring on Brian Baker. Bring on, I don't know, Gregory Soto for the final 2 innings. There's a righty, there's a lefty. Look at the batting order and decide which one makes sense for which inning and use those 2 guys. Get those 3 guys out of the way. We got the win. And then tomorrow, we've got the relievers I'm a little more confident in. Cano, Aiken, Perez, you know, that makes sense. That's how I'd handle this situation. Yeah, just a 3-whip with a wild pitch. Yeah, I mean, for a scoreless inning, that was about as ugly of a scoreless inning as you're going to have right there. Let's see. I pray that a stethoscope, blood drop, cigarette, beer. I've never been good with hieroglyphics. You want to see our good closer? Let's see about tomorrow. We're definitely going to have some close games. I mean, the Blue Jays starting rotation is very solid. You got Kevin Gausman tomorrow. You got Scherzer on Saturday. And you got Chris Bassett on Sunday. We're going to get the Mountain in there. In fact, I think we're going to see the Mountain tomorrow. I'm calling it now, unless it's an absolute blowout. He'll get in there. All right, Yariel Rodriguez on the mound for the Blue Jays, and at the plate is that Holiday? Is it time for the Holiday Road? I gotta. I need to wee. This pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike on Holiday. I'm sorry. This isn't normal for me. You know, normally I can get through an entire stream without having to, drain the dragon. But this pitch is inside. 2-1 the count. I guess it was from all that coffee. That's all the coffee. 2-1 pitch outside. 3-1. 3-1 pitch in there. Holiday. Come on, dude. That was a fastball that had a lot of the plate. You got to offer at that, man. Payoff pitch. That one's lined into center field. A base hit for Holiday. So Holiday's on the board. 1 for 4. A single straight back up the middle. Love to see it. The Orioles up to a dozen hits now on opening day. Oriole Rodriguez, Corey, is on the mound. Right-hander for the Blue Jays. He's the 4th reliever already for Toronto. And first pitch here to the Milkman is outside. Folks, probably the last time today to get them cows up in the chat here on opening day. That cow sounded angry. That's a mad cow. That pitch is swung on and missed. 1-1 on cows. Next pitch. It's 0-2 as Cowser swings and misses. Well, I need to join Holiday's dad. Well, I mean, not in that way, but I gotta let loose. 1-2. Colton Cowser. Pitch. Fouled to the right. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hey, show of hands, Charm City chat. I know opening day is a special game, and you know how it is in baseball. All around the bigs, every team that's got an opening day, they pack the yard, sell out crowds, everyone's excited, and then game 2, until about June, the attendance drops drastically. I hope that's not the case for the Charm City chat. I hope a lot of you come back here tomorrow for game 2. Cowser pops this up. On the infield, the third baseman looks to have it as he makes the catch just a foot or 2 from the pitcher's mound. That'll bring up Adley Rutschman. His home run today went 436 feet. That ball, that's the 3rd longest home run in Rutschman's career he hit today. So he got all of it. 2 for 4 on the day and a check swing, no appeal. So ball 1 on Adley.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Uh-oh, you called something? What'd you call, Janet? They used to make a bottle for, hold on a sec. Here's a ground ball foul by Adley, 1-1. They used to make a bottle for us private pilots called a thier bottle. You need one. It's the human element range extend. I could see how that comes in handy. Can you imagine flying a fighter pilot, like going Mach whatever, and like you're draining the dragon at the same time, like 40,000 feet in the air or whatever the hell it is. This is crazy. Oh, you called the home run. Well done, Janet. Well done. Can you do that for every game, please? Two-one pitch is called a strike. 2-2 on Rutschman. Yeah, I'm going to have to need you to do that. I need to sound like the guy from Office Space. Yeah, Janet. Yeah, I'm going to have to need you to go ahead and predict home runs for every game for the rest of the year. Yeah, and I'm also going to need you to come in on Saturday, too. Yeah. 2-2 to Rutschman. Fouled away. We'll do it again. 1 out, runner at first. Top of the 8th. 9-2 Orioles. It's been everything you wanted it to be. You know, Eflin gave up that 2-run homer. It came after his only walk. He walked Guerrero, and then, boom, Jimenez with that 2-run homer. The first hit he gave up. How many hits do the Blue Jays even have? They've got 3 on the day. That one's drilled again by Adley to right, and that ball's gonna go! Bye, birdie! I don't want to yell too loud because there's been so many home runs tonight, and my next door neighbor's gonna kill me, but I can't believe it. The Orioles offense is even better than I said it was. Rutschman, holy shnikes. Like, what are we gonna do, Scoob?
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Rutschman is ready to say, you know what? I want to be in the MVP race. You know what? I want to be in the MVP race this season. I'm in the mood. Holy Toledo, folks. David in France, how the hell are you? Here's a foul ball by Westberg. He's got an 0-2 count.
Message for you, son.
David in France, David, my good friend. By the way, buddy, you were threatening to come visit me out here someday. I hope you weren't just blowing hot smoke. Get your butt on over here, man. You're in France. It's not nearly as difficult as everybody in the States. This ball's drilled by Westberg. That one's gonna go! Are you kidding me? Jordan Westberg home run! Oh my God, it's 12-0.
Oh, it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride.
Season 2. Remember me? I'm the Hat. I decided to stay on Steve's head. Oh, whoops, I forgot. Steve has a stage name. I decided to sit on BW's head for this entire game and look at the results. Do you think there's magic in this hat? You think it's a gimmick? The hat is back. Holy Nikes. Like, what are we gonna do, Scoob? Like, this offense is totally scary. Zoinks. Holy cow, Tyler O'Neill, 2 down, nobody on. Want to know the count? Did I miss a batter? I don't know. This game has everything. It's got leprechauns with lasers. It's got a art piece by Tiny Tim. Sorry. I'm doing my... That's another... Okay. Tyler O'Neill, 1-1 the count. 2 down. Pitch. Outside, 2-1. That's right. I even do a Stefan impression, okay? I do it all. All right? I do every impression mediocre. This pitch is up and away. 3-1 the count. I can't believe it. Westberg went yard. I mean, folks, this is ridiculous. This has got to be the number one storyline in baseball on opening day. It has to be. Westberg homer, Adley 2 homers, Mullins 2 homers, O'Neill a homer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 homers. 6, Michael. 6. 2 from Adley, 2 from Said, 1 from O'Neill, 1 from... Oh, wait. Shoot. No, you're right. You're right. It is 5. No, you're right, Michael. I screwed up. I need to be quiet. Full count on Tyler O'Neill. Hey, maybe the 6th one will be right now. How about that? Pitch. High for ball 4. We'll take the walk. We'll take it.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Yeah, that home run dependent offense. Yeah, I got to go to Kmart. Yeah. Wapner's on at 3 o'clock. Yeah. No, there's a subtle difference. It's very, very subtle. There's a very fine line between Rain Man and dude from Office Space. It is 6? Wait a minute. All right, let me count it again. Mullins twice, Rutschman twice, Westberg once, and O'Neill once. Okay, so it was 6. Okay. When I went back to double check, I counted 5. Thank God I'm not counting votes. All right, here we go. 6 home runs on opening day. Ryan Mountcastle's at the plate, and here's a guy that, if you told me that the Orioles are going to hit 6 home runs in Rogers Center on opening day with Ryan Mountcastle in the lineup and he didn't have one of them, I would have said, what kind of Twilight Zone episode are you trying to write? Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Man. And folks, I know we can joke about home run dependent offense. We're not going to be hitting 6 home runs a game. But what does matter is what I've been talking about when I'm talking about the players that we have accumulated over the years under Mike Elias. Our hitters absolutely destroy the baseball. We hit it harder than any other team. I'm telling you, top to bottom. And, when you get into one, it's going to leave the yard. It is 2-2 on Mountcastle. I'm gonna try to find something for my neighbor as a sort of a peace offering tomorrow. Go out. And, I don't know what to do because he acts like he's this health nut that likes to go out and do a morning 5K run and whatever. And because when I was trying to make peace with him, I was like, hey, dude, do you smoke weed? You want to burn one? He's like, no, I like to run. Here's a swing and a miss by Mountcastle, and that'll end the inning. But the Orioles add on again with a pair of home runs. Rutschman with a 2-run shot, his 2nd of the day. Westberg with another one to give Orioles 6 home runs. Rutschman's went 424. Westberg's went 429. Not a cheap shot. Holy cow. I'd love to sit here and ruminate a little bit more, but I'm going to take a quick break because my bladder, well, that's all you need to know. Because my bladder, okay? So where is this? All right. Whoa. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. All right, I'll just get up like I always do. I thought there was a way to... Whatever. All right, I'll be right back. Keegan Aiken's on the mound. First pitch is ball 1 to Roden. Next pitch is a called strike. It's 1-1. Sorry, I just got back. That was, wow. Not since Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds has anyone taken a leak that lasted that long. Holy cow. I could have filled up 3 tanks of gas. No wonder. Oh, I feel so much better. Oh, I had to. Shook it, washed the hands. You know, I don't skip. Yeah. Evacuation come. Evacuation come. It was something like that. It was something like that. Hey, Kjerstad's in the game in right field. Thank you, Chilo. Let me take a look. Yes, he is. Tyler O'Neill has ended his day with 2 walks and 3 hits. He reached base all 5 times. Holy cow. What a debut. Here's a ground ball to Arias. Goes to second for 1. Westberg to first. Double play. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? It takes 2 to make it out of sight. Hey, Charm City chat. I want to rock right now. I'm BW and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone. You know what I'm saying? Vlad Guerrero Jr. with 2 down, bases empty. 0 for 2 today with a walk. He did come in to score on that 2-run homer. The only scoring of the day for the Blue Jays so far. 1-0. That looked like it might have caught the edge of the zone, but umpire says ball 2. The Orioles with a 10-run lead. That one's on the outside edge. This time it's a strike. And the count 2-1 on Guerrero. He got rid of the dreadlocks since last season. This pitch is well outside by Aiken. He falls behind 3-1. Thank you, Michael. Brewers trying to make a comeback in the 9th inning with the bases loaded down 3 against the Yankees. That is ball 4 to Guerrero, his second walk today. Now, typically, in a lot of games, when especially when it's a reverse matchup like a lefty like Aiken facing a slugger like Guerrero, I don't mind a walk to get around a batter like him. But when he got a 10-run lead, you don't want to be walking anybody. Here's a pop-up. Behind the plate, Rutschman has it. A foul pop out to the catcher, and that ends the 8th. Folks, we're going to the 9th. We are in control. It is 12-2 here on opening day. My goodness. Folks, how has your opening day been? On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate the debut of the 2025 Orioles? I'm going to give it a 9.7. It is a 9.7. The 0.3 deduction goes to Dominguez for walking 2 guys and getting bailed out by a double play. That's a 5 out of 10 for Rob. We get a 9, hey, a 9.5, a 10. Better. Look at this. We're scoreboard watching on opening day, George. George, we got 6 months. What are we doing? Let them do what they do. We're going to be busy winning games. Let them do what they do. Right? We'll see. We play the Yankees at the end of April. So it's only about a month from now. We'll see how we do head-to-head. Elwood with the 9-4. Nice. I like a good decimal point. Makes me think you're really thinking about it. Score more runs. All right. We'll try. 12 runs. Whoops. Where'd it go? Where the hell are you? 14 hits. How many left on base? If it's anything like... Where would I find that? Where is that info? I probably have to click on this. All right, it's the top of the ninth, and Mullins is at the plate. And the first pitch from Nick Sandlin is swung on and missed. Said has 2 home runs and 5 RBI on opening day. Unbelievable. Pitch. Swing and a miss. The Orioles have left 6 men on base, which is perfectly fine when you're scoring 12. A 2-to-1 run to left on base ratio is perfectly fine. Said with another home run swing, but he's out in front of it and fouls it off. But man, that ball had that launch angle again. Home run derby out here at Rogers Center for the Orioles today. 7 extra base hits. There's also a Mountcastle double in the mix. O'Neill with 3 RBI, Mullins with 5, Rutschman with 3, and then Westberg has the other. Six of the 12 runs were driven in with 2 out. 2-2 to Mullins. That one's lined down the right field corner, but foul. And said it just feels like every time he makes contact, the ball is just jumping off his bat. Whoops, I lost chat. Where'd chat go? Mullins with a ground ball to first. Guerrero with a flip to the pitcher covering, and that'll end. Nope, that's not going to end the inning. That's the first out. Come on, BW. It's been a long night, but surely you can do better. Hey, folks, 1 like away from 150. That is a nice round number. What do you say? You be that one person. That one person who hasn't hit that like button yet. You know, that momentary gesture of a little tap on your device. You can be number 150. And, of course, when I bring it up, somebody unlikes. Because that's what people do. I'll shut up now. Congratulations, you win. Here's a pop-up to right field by Arias. Coming in on it is Rodin, and he makes the catch, 2 down. Oh, now I'm back to 150? Hey, I'm back! All right, folks. Really well done.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
I'm seeing some really encouraging signs here with the opening day turnout. And, of course, that spells good things for the algorithm going forward. YouTube needs to remember who I am after a 5-month layoff. Here is Jackson Holiday, who fouls a pitch back. He had a base hit his last time up, scored a run. I mean, who hasn't had something today? Cowser doesn't have a hit, but he has a walk and a run scored. As that pitch is a called strike, 0-2 on Arias. Ryan O'Hearn has a hit. Let's see, Manny. Arias doesn't have a hit, but he has a walk. So, yeah, everybody in the lineup, not counting Kerstad, who has yet to have an at-bat, everybody in the starting lineup has gotten on base at least once. with a hit or a walk. That is good. I think, Michael, you're looking at a motivated team. This team seems to be on a mission. I just hope they can maintain. I mean, I'm not saying they can put up numbers like this every game, but clearly there is a swagger that we have not seen from this team since the first half of last season. It is back. It is clearly present. 1-2 to Holiday. Outside 2-2. Is Matt Holliday at this game? He must have gone to the concession stand when he got that hit. 2-2 pitch. That one's lifted into the air to right center field, onto the warning track, but not quite enough on it. Holliday making a bid, but comes up short for home run number 7 today. All right, bottom of the 9th. Coming up. We need 3 outs. We've got a 10-run lead. That's a 9-run cushion. The entire lineup could score in this inning, and we could still win this damn thing. So I think we're in pretty good shape. And let's who pitched? Aiken came out to pitch. All right. Bring Brian Baker out there. I didn't get a chance, or I didn't notice if they had shown any activity in the Oriole bullpen, but I say get Baker in there. Or even, actually, you know what? Soto would be better because, again, this team is pretty, even if there's lefties, or even if there are righties coming up, it is a right-handed heavy lineup. And so using lefties in our pen for these first 4 games might not be as necessary, or, needed as much as right-handed help. So, yeah, in a blowout, let's use a lefty because we're probably not going to use them as much as we would need a righty for the next 3 games. You guys feel me? Yeah, let's get Soto out there. I love analyzing stuff like that. That's why I'm ready to manage. I think about all the different aspects. You know what? Toronto really is a fantastic looking city in terms of its skyline and architecture. It's pretty impressive. It is Brian Baker. Folks, who called it? Who called Baker? 2 thumbs pointing at this guy.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Oh, but I did say Soto would be better because we can get a lefty out of the way. But either way, it's Baker or Soto. We got Baker. I'm happy. All right, let's go. First pitch up and away. Jackson Holliday is now at second base. Jorge Mateo is in the game. He is now at short with Jordan Westberg out of the game. So how about this? Opening day, and we're sitting here treating it like spring training, giving some players an at bat off because, we went and clobbered the Blue Jays here. Baker's got a 1-2 count on Andres Jimenez, whose 2-run homer back in the 4th inning. That one swing has been the entire offense for the Blue Jays today. Pitch. Fouled away. Still 1-2. A reminder once again, folks, we'll be back tomorrow. Same start time as yesterday. And it's going to be Charlie Morton making his first start in an Oriole uniform, facing Kevin Gossman, who was an original Oriole, I don't know, about 10, 12 years ago now. How long has it been since Gossman was an Oriole? It's been a minute. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away, and we'll do it again. Yeah, I mean, man. What a complete performance today. This ball is lifted into shallow left center. Running out there is Mateo, and he makes a catch on the run with his back to the plate. And he made it look pretty easy. Looks comfortable out there, Mateo. Good to see him in there. 2 more outs to get, folks. Opening day. We'll have a wrap-up. I don't mind talking for a little bit. I mean, there's so much to gush over here. Baker with a 97-mile-an-hour heater at the top of the zone for a called strike. To Kirk, 0 for 3. He hit into a double play his last time up. Baker trying to hit that top of the zone again, but it's high this time, and the count 1-1. Speaking of high, I didn't even have a special lucky for this occasion. You know why? Because I was like, you know what? I don't need it. I'm high on opening day. I'm buzzing already. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Kirk. I know. Sun's going to be up in half an hour. It's crazy. So how it's going to work is I'm just going to stay up, and I'm going to be extremely tired, hopefully by about 6 p.m. tonight. And then I can sleep for like 10 hours straight and wake up like at 4 in the morning and do the game that's on tomorrow night. That's the plan. Here's a line drive to right field. That's going to get down. Let's see if Kirk is fast enough to make it to second. Holy cow, he is lumbering over there. The throw in, and he is out! Heston Kjerstad makes his presence felt. An outfield assist. Did you see Kirk turning first base? I knew it was going to be... Oh my, look at how he runs. Look at how he runs. Oh my God. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, somebody give him a fucking oxygen mask. Oh my God, I just dropped an F-bomb. All right, I'm tired. Hey, it's the earmuff 9th. We're 2 down. Holy cow, what a game. Yep, all right. I dropped the bad one. I'm sorry. But hey. What am I going to do? Get in trouble? Hey, guess what? The Blue Jays are down to their final strike. George Springer with a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Folks, wrap it up. 1 game, 1 win. The Orioles.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
I believe in all these things. Final score. Baltimore 12. Toronto 2. Folks, let me talk about what happened over the last few hours because it was nothing short of everything you could possibly ask for. The offense, the defense, the pitching. What do you want? Zach Eflin, 6 innings, 2 hits. Gave up that 2-run homer. The only blip Dominguez struggled through an inning, but somehow didn't give up a run. Aiken and Baker were doing just fine. The offense. Let's just go through this one more time because games like this don't come around all the time, you know. Although maybe this year for us it will. Cowser got on base with a walk and scored a run. Wait, that's just 4 plate appearances. He must have gotten on some other way too. All right. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Adley Rutschman, 3 for 5, 3 RBI, 3 runs scored, 2 homers. Westberg, couple of hits, a run, a home run, a walk, an RBI. O'Hearn had a hit. Tyler O'Neill. I got to give Tyler O'Neill player of the game. I have to. The man went up to the plate 5 times, 2 walks, a home run, and a couple of other hits. 3 runs scored, 3 runs driven in. He's batting 1,000. What do you want? Ryan Mountcastle with a double and a run scored. Mullins with 2 home runs and 5 RBI, and he's not player of the game? This is ridiculous. Ramon Arias 0 for 4 with a walk, and Jackson Holliday had that single and scored 1 for 5. What a performance. And even Heston Kjerstad, who didn't get an at-bat. How strange is this? Kjerstad comes in as a defensive replacement and gets an outfield assist. Who had that on their bingo card? It's supposed to be the other way around. Kjerstad starts, and then you take him out at the end of the game for a better glove. What's he do? He just gets an assist on the one play he had to make. Of course, he had the benefit of throwing out Alejandro Kirk, which, I could probably do with a bowling ball, but that's neither here nor there. Zach Eflin with the win. He's 1-0. Jose Berrios, the loss, 0-1. The Orioles looking pretty good. Let's look at tomorrow's matchup. It's going to be on Apple TV. It's going to be the same start time as today, although actually it's going to start earlier because all the ceremony, the pomp and circumstance, things really didn't start until about a half hour after what they said was first pitch. So, which is good for me because this was a long stream. I'm happy. It's opening day. We looked great. I'm going to go to sleep and just so like dreaming like candy canes and yeah, like just I don't know. I'm out of words. Eflin is in the Cy Young conversation so far. All right, so we're scoreboard watching the Yankees. We're keeping track of Cy Young Award candidates. And it's March 27th. All right. That sounds good. No, it's great. It's so great to be back, everybody. Glad to have you guys back. I want to say thank you to the mods here in the chat. They seem poised for another season of this craziness, and they all do great work. Look, they're all still here at the end of the game. Matt, Michael, Froggy, Janet. Who am I missing? If I forgot somebody, my apologies. Rob, did I get you in there? Hey, Melanie, you're back. Look at everybody's back. We're back, folks. We are so back. Man, oh man, I feel good. Oh, thank you also, by the way, for the super chats that came in today. Very, very generous. And believe me, after a 5-month layoff or mostly a layoff, I called some spring games and what have you, but yeah, it's been a while since your boy made a little money that he can live off of. So I really do appreciate it, guys. Still over 100 people in the chat. Yeah, we're ready to go for this season. Wait till it gets bigger. Oh my goodness. All right, that does it for me, folks. And also, shout out to the German next door neighbor that never pounded on my wall and surely did not have a good night's sleep tonight. I appreciate it, dude. Again, it's nothing against you. I want you to enjoy your vacation, but, you know. Oh, my. What happened here? The stream just up and went weird. Okay. I better sign off before my computer does something else weird. All right? So thanks, everybody. That's it. Wait. One more thing. I promised a buddy that I would send you over to his game if he's calling it. So are the Red Sox still playing right now? Is Boston? Yeah, they're going into the bottom of the ninth. Let me get you over to my friend Thomas Fitzpatrick. And run in there. We're going to raid his room and give him a like and help him out on his first game of the season, all right? Would you please? I'd appreciate it. There. It's in the chat right now, I think. As soon as I end the stream, okay? All right, folks, that's it. See you tomorrow. This has been the Birdwatcher. We won in glorious fashion today. I'll chirp at you later. Good night, everybody.